Welcome to Drathnor Keep. I'll start off by saying thank you very much, Jack, for the resub. Welcome back to the Quack Pack for 8 months. And from there, playing with me today, I have Matt.
Hello, I am Matt. I am playing Rook, who is an orc barbarian.
I have Alari. Cal. Yes.
Hey,
Cal.
I'm Cal, and I'm playing Brother Alari Slade, a water genasi and priest cleric dominion, that thing.
I have Jamusius. There we go. There's a fucking hell. I have that one. Jamal.
Hey guys, it's the mighty Jamoose here. This is what he's going to be from now on. I'm running with it. I'm playing Leovold, the unstable wild magic sorcerer, and welcome back to the Quack Pack. Jack, hug the pond life as much as you like.
Don't you fucking touch my pond life, I'll kill you.
No, he's touching
I
the pond
have
life. He's hugging it.
Josh.
I thought I was Jamusius.
Who knows?
Hi, I'm Josh. I will be playing Maverick, who is a human. I was going to say Death Eater.
Yeah, it's a Death Eater.
Necromantic sorcerer who's just lost his virginity.
I have Kira.
Hello, I'm Kieran, and I'll be playing Lucius Clotus Festorius, the Eladrin monk, king of nothing.
And I have Alora.
Hi, I'm Alora. I'm playing Kenna. She's a fire genasi Drake Warden Ranger.
Beautiful.
I love that we've only just gotten past the introduction. It's already become a train wreck.
Well, train wreck's my
love this
speciality. Last session we closed off with Maverick and Anamor entering their bedroom. And with the rest of the group freeing a Minotaur that was not a Minotaur. And I shall assume that the group went back to the hotel and had a long rest. Early mornings. 5 a.m. Lucius, you hear a knock on the door.
God damn it. Hang on. Hello. I'll open the door.
And you see Iona.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so rude.
I thought I'd come
Hey.
for that sparrow session today.
Oh, so, okay. You woke up in the morning to choose to get your ass kicked. Fine.
Yeah, I brought you a coffee.
Thank you. I'll be awake to kick your ass. Perfect.
She hands you over a cup and... Did he do
Yes.
much with your mind?
Speaking of
Whereas-
which, no, he mostly told me that he showed me what I was capable of. We did do a little bit of meditation, a little bit of soul searching, if you will, but he was telling me that I have to gain control of myself if I want to excel.
Well, I'm screwed.
What do you mean? You have the sober potion.
Yes, for all the damn good that's doing me. Oh
Yes.
well.
Listen, I don't know. I think you'll be fine. That's not coming out correctly. Let's go hit things. Never mind.
I'm not so worried about the sparring session as I am being in the wrong headspace when we failed to rescue my mother and I become Queen of Eldessa. Or Algania.
Well,
Yeah, that's more the one that's screwing with me right now, if I'm honest.
I would never. Well, I do know a bit about being put into a position of power early. The same thing happened to me with my father.
Oh.
Um,
Where are you king of?
I'm no king. I just was the head of my family.
Yes.
But responsibilities are responsibilities.
From what I've gleaned, the problem with governing a country is you're not truly in control.
This is very true. But you won't have to worry. If you become queen of Algania or some sort of, I don't know, noble woman or whatever you would be, whatever seat you take, I'll be there to help you. Just point me in the direction and I'll break someone's neck. It doesn't matter.
Thanks, Lucius.
You go.
Wonder what the grandfather will think if I become Queen of Algania.
He'd probably think he's a good asset, actually.
Got a good bargain there, hasn't he? Well,
He does.
I couldn't agree with you more. Let's go punch things.
Wait, before that, let me go tend to my plant and then I'll go and punch things with you.
Tend to your plant.
Yeah, Reyes told you. Reyes gave me a plant that's supposed to.
Yes, I just didn't think I'd hear you say it out loud.
I never thought I'd say it either.
Perhaps you should ask Brother Alari. Did he not have plants once?
This is true. I'm pretty sure, and I'll flash the ring, that even though Laurie's probably sleeping, he could probably feel my confusion.
True. And I suppose it's the nurturing bit is part of the process. You're not meant to just keep it alive, I guess.
Yes. How is it looking, the plant?
It's still just a tiny little shoot.
Okay, I'll water it, and just turn it more toward the sun. And yeah, that's all I'll do for now. And I'll go and take off my cloak and head on downstairs, rolling up my sleeves, preparing to punch things.
Okay. You guys walk across the city and get over to the temple, and standing at the top of the stairs you see the two red-robed monks.
About?
They nod to you and gesture for you to head down. You see Iona's kind of not tense but apprehensive. She's not feeling particularly confident.
We're walking, and if I notice that, I'll put my hand on her back and just relax.
Relax. And then you get downstairs and you see the master of the north, south, east, and west. And Reyes, but no other students today.
Personal session?
Reyes greets you all. Well, hope you don't mind, your lady, but I have asked the students to take the day off.
Personal treatment. Ooh, aren't you special?
Well, precautions are precautions. I thought we'd begin with a spa. I won't pit you against each other. Instead, the Master of the East, Lucius, will be your opponent. If you see a gentleman with his head covered in stars, nod to you and take the center of the room. And quite simply, roll to hit.
Okay.
Oh. What's happened to D&D Beyond?
29.
29?
29.
Okay. I'm assuming you have more than one attack in the turn.
I do.
Yeah. I don't need damage, I just need the hits.
Natural 20, 31.
Sick. Okay. Sorry, D&D Beyond has just taken an absolute dump. Rebooting it. Come on. There we go. Fantastic. Both of those hit. And as you aim forward, you give them a quick 1-2. And the second one, of course, being perfect strike. You feel sort of as if he's absorbing some of your energy from each of the hits.
Curious.
And he sort of lightly moves to the side and just places his palm outwards. And so that's one. And a 26. Which I'm assuming will hit. As his palm just catches you on the shoulder, you feel the energy of your hits into yourself and you're knocked backwards.
That's what that feels like.
Our date friend is back. And Reyes turns to you, and what you've just witnessed is the resulting effects of a truly patient defense. Try it yourself. And if you will expend a key point and patient defense, you will demonstrate.
Yeah.
It's a
It stands.
27 to hit and a 23.
They both hit.
These are trash rolls, by the way. The man's got a fucking plus 12. Sort your shit out. So he hits once and hits twice, and you receive half the damage from the blow. Sorry, no, patient defense is disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So one hits. That's a 22. 22 hits you, right?
Yes.
20 AC, right? Nothing updated there. But the one that does hit you, you hear a voice in your mind. As Reyes just says, just hold it. Hold it. Feel that energy. Now, roll to hit. He doesn't say that, I do.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oh, natural 20, 31.
And as you strike, the blow that hit you stored up the energy and blast outwards with it. The Master of the East takes his hands like this, cups them, catches your blow, but you can see he is really rocked backwards. You learn fast. You can see that the Master of the East doesn't realize that Reyes is in your mind right now. Lucius, over to your left you will find a strange device. It's called a counterbalance. What you see is a sort of padded square with a weight behind it, and it seems to be on some sort of pendulum. As you hit it, it will come back at you, and he tells you it's for practicing this exact technique.
You see.
So, as you spend 20 minutes or so focusing on that, keep an eye out as Reyes leads Iona to the center of the sparring room. And you see him take a moment and whisper something to her. You see her eyes go focused. She begins a series of punches and kicks, and within moments you've forgotten what it was you were practicing on, as you see ethereal arms extend from both of them. You see Iona cycle through various elements as her fists are covered in flames, and then in ice. She rocks like water in the wind, blocking some of the blows. You see Master Reyes dissipate into multiple sort of fragments and then reappear behind her. But without even hesitating, Iona simply reaches out behind her with her elbow and catches him under the jaw. She turns quickly and you see that there's a duplicate of her, sort of a shadowy version of her just behind him. The spar continues as they dance around each other, and all four of the masters, the east, south, west and north, just sort of look on with interest. And then you see Iona sort of wind up for a larger punch. And that is the moment at which Reyes steps to the side and cups her under the arm, and then places his hand out, and you see her body sort of tense with energy, and she appears to be paralyzed. Your mind is not clear. Let your rage get the better of you. Not you fight with raw natural talent beyond that we've experienced for many, many years. I think that you and I will need to do some training in quiet. But for now, if you will assume this pose, and he does exactly what he did with you. Standing on one leg, the other tucked behind his knee. His arms out wide. Iona copies him, looking a bit confused. And then you see her eyes sort of widen. Do you know that he is with her in mind? The Master of the East sort of coughs at you.
Sorry.
And we leave you guys practicing there. Maverick, you wake up in
Hello.
your hotel room.
Yes.
An empty room.
Oh man. He's hit it and quit it.
As you look up, you see that the balcony door is open to the outside.
Damn, and he's left the door open for everyone to see. Okay, I guess I will get up and be like, what the fuck? Is it warm out?
Yeah.
Or is it cold?
Yeah, it's fairly warm.
Okay.
Well, that's
well,
quite a warm place. Even in the winter, it's sort of 23, 24 degrees Celsius.
Okay. Is there like complimentary hotel robes?
Yeah.
Okay, I will put on one of those robes and go stand out in the balcony.
Okay, as you head out to the balcony, you'll see, sitting to the side, looking up at the sky, is Alamo. But he's focused
Morning.
on something else.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's right. As you say good morning, you sort of... Oh, Maverick. Hey. I didn't want to wake you. You looked so peaceful.
What are you doing out here?
Enjoying it.
It?
The day, sunshine. The aftermath of yesterday. The peace.
The aftermath of yesterday.
Yeah, it was a good night, I think. I
You
enjoyed
think?
it. Well, I enjoyed it. I wouldn't want to speak for you, but you seem to enjoy it.
Okay, I'm gonna. Where is he stood?
He's not. He's sat sort of to the side of the balcony, with his back against the wall.
Oh, okay. I'll sit down next to him and like put my arm around him so like his head's like on my collarbone.
Yeah.
And then oh no. And like I'll like kiss his head and be like, I loved it.
Good. Well, is it going to be different?
What?
Is it going to be different when we go back?
Is what going to be different?
When we go back to the others?
What do you mean?
Can't help but feel that us is more of a thing now.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't want to force you to put labels on it if you don't want to.
What if I do want to?
Then let's put a label on it. What are we?
Happy?
Sure, but I don't think that's quite what you meant. I don't think if we go back to the group and say, hey guys, we're happy.
On the contrary, I think that they would know exactly what we meant. But, I'd be glad to call you mine. Couple, perhaps.
My couple?
No, to call you mine.
Oh,
To
right.
call us a couple.
You want to be my boyfriend?
If that's what they call it.
Well, I don't know if that's what anyone calls it. I've never done this before.
No, not really. Not this time. It's just sort of, seeing each other. But yeah, I don't want it to be too different. But well, I'd like to put Lucius out of your room.
Well, you can talk to him about that. So does this mean if we're boyfriends, does that mean we're what's the word? Monogamous? Is that the word?
Well, how many others do you have your eyes on?
Well, no one. I just don't know if I don't want to pin. I mean, I know I pinned you down last night, but I don't want to pin you down in relationships.
I want to be pinned down both ways.
Then I guess we're both happy.
Good. Well, didn't we have a meeting with the Grand Council today?
Did we? Do not have that in my notes.
No, it's because you weren't there. But
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know when we have to do that. Maybe we still have some time. If we have a spare hour.
I think we can squeeze something in.
Great.
And we shall leave the two of you at play. As we come to the Merry Widow, is that right? And probably to Leovold first and Kenna. Not together, just the two of you, I assume, will be the first to arise.
Yeah, one's bad enough for that.
Yeah, you hear the bell downstairs. You know the breakfast is being served. Where are you?
I will go down because I want to be ready for the 9 o'clock meeting with the Silent.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably about 7 a.m. right now. You're able to go down and get some breakfast. Leovold, where are you? What are you up to? Getting up?
Yeah, I'll just be getting up and doing much the same, really. I haven't really got much that I intend... Actually, no, I do have one thing that I intend to do, actually. I was given a note, wasn't I, about the mind healing thing, wasn't I?
You were told to visit Cormac.
Okay. Would I be able to track them down today, or...
Yeah, you know where Cormac is. You were informed by Connell, I think. He's in the Merchant District. He's got an apothecary's shop.
Okay. Would I be able to do that before everyone goes to the meeting, or...
Well, it depends which meeting are you trying to get to, because Kenna was looking to go with Connell to meet the Silent at 9
Yeah,
a.m.
and that's not my meeting at all,
No,
so...
you're just looking for
Yeah,
12
I mean,
o'clock.
the
Yeah.
meeting for the council
very
is a
much
lot
so.
later, isn't it?
Yeah, have some breakfast and head on out.
Yeah, I'll just take a look at the notes, jot down all the stuff that I really need to know in my mind as such, and
And off you
get
trot.
together and get myself ready.
Okay. Rook, Brother Alari, both of you hear the breakfast bell.
I go right downstairs. I'm like up and ready for the day. I'm not slacking at all right now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna join Kenna because I'm going with her to the Silent. Assuming we all are.
Laurie awoke a little earlier and was journaling, but he'll come down pretty quickly.
Okay. So the majority of the group is looking to attend the Silent meeting. As you all head down, you notice a man in the corner. He's wearing a rather grand pale blue robe. The accoutrements of the circle. As you all sit down to breakfast, he strides over to your table. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
I come on behalf of Archmagister Kirin.
And what do you need from us?
Oh, I wouldn't be stupid enough to ask a second favor. We tasked you with bringing a Minotaur back to us from a plane where he was held. You chose not to.
We chose not to what?
Bring the Minotaur back.
Oh, we brought him back.
To the circle?
We brought him back here. Not to you, though.
No, indeed.
Tell me, do you often enslave sentient beings?
No. Archmagister Kirin was in agreement with your actions.
I mean, looking at this the other way as well, there is the problem of as soon as he hit this plane of existence, he was pretty much gone, so...
Yes,
even if you were to have tried to do this the way you intended,
well, no, they did very much
anyway.
stipulate unconscious. Nevertheless, Archmagister Kirin is in agreement with your decision. He wasn't aware of
it's funny that you say that now.
Oh, Archmagister Kirin had said nothing of it in the past. It's not him that gave you the job.
I am the only one here that talked to Kirin, and he does not know that we let the Minotaur go.
Doesn't he?
I mean, he might know, but it wasn't his orders.
No, it most certainly wasn't his orders. He didn't even know of the Minotaur. Nevertheless, your resourcefulness is something he was interested in. And I merely wanted to let you know of something that Archmagister Kirin has discovered recently. In return for your just decisions and in apology for the lies that you were told by one of his associates. His associate has been thoroughly punished. But I thought I'd leave you with this. And he puts a small folded note on the table and begins to walk out the tavern.
I will pick up the note.
Sorry, is somebody in a tornado right now? I've got a
Shouldn't
lot
be.
of strange sound coming through. None of you can hear that?
Nope.
No.
I guess that's my end.
Oh dear.
I'm not in a tornado, as far as I know. So it's very relaxed. Ah, got it. Okay, sorry about that. I had just kind of coming through my ear. I was like, okay, that's different.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, good.
So, as you look at the folded note, it says, the Wand of the Ages. And it gives a location. And for some reason, I have the wrong notes open, so bear with me a second. Let's get that on. I just went to read it off, and I was like, I've just discovered what happens at the ball in Segravia. Not very helpful. It is in the Crystal Spire in Akane.
What was the name of that?
The Wand of the Ages.
In the what spire?
The Crystal Spire in Akane.
Crystal Spire.
So it appears no monetary reward for this, which disappointing, but at least it doesn't seem that
It
bridges have
doesn't
burned
even seem that
entirely.
he particularly wants to ask. He wants you to retrieve it for him. He merely thought it might interest you guys.
Have I
So it's
heard
more
of
of a
the
tip.
Wand of the Ages?
No, but Leopold might have. Leopold, give me a history check.
This would be the sort of thing that I would have only have heard of in myth and legend, right? Really?
In book.
Well, that's an 11, so
No. Nope, none of you have heard of this. What's interesting is detailed below the information on the Wand of the Ages in the Crystal Spire. It mentions that the person who retrieved it. Well, we still don't have his name, and I'm not calling him Ang. Should we name him? Because his name seems to have disappeared from history. Let's call him
Horace?
Horace. Fucking Horace. Yeah, why not? Let's call him Humphrey. Alright.
I had to do something different, you know.
No,
Just
my
name
brain
him
is...
Bill.
Yes. Let's call him Calum. That will do. So yes, Calum is the name of the man that we've been calling Ang from now on. So your quad element Genasi is the person who retrieved the Wand of the Ages, and he names the Crystal Spire as his own.
So this is more of a tip than a quest or.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. Yeah. This particular moment where
Very much appreciated.
7:30, 8 o'clock. Oh, he's buggered off. He just gave you the note and left. This particular moment, it's sort of 8 o'clock in the morning. You expect Lucius to arrive back shortly. Probably don't expect anything of Maverick and Animal. They'll turn up or they won't. What is our plan? Are we just going to wait for Connell, or Leopold? You were going to head out, were you not?
Yeah. So I'll start gathering up stuff and prepare for this. And
Okay, bugger off out. And you walk out into the city. You cross the first bridge over into the merchant district, where you see various people hawking their wares. Are you headed straight to the apothecaries, or would you like to...
yeah, I'll head straight to the apothecary.
Okay, you see
It's
a
time for
sign.
other stuff after, maybe.
Yeah, you see a sign on the door. The Endless Herbery. It's called.
Interesting place.
And as you look, the door is open. There is sort of overflowing flower baskets outside and various herbs, a small front garden. And even as you begin to go inside, you see that there are plants growing absolutely everywhere, and that the building has a glass roof.
Oh, this is definitely an unusual place.
And amongst the plants at the back, you see a being. Give me a nature check.
Nature check. That's 15.
You recognize this to be a shifter.
A what now?
A shifter. That's a race.
Interesting.
Yes.
It definitely is a race, yeah, you're right there.
Okay. I'm just making sure that you're aware. Yeah, you recognize this to be a shifter, and he seems to be sort of eyes half closed behind the counter.
What can you tell me about shifters then? That is,
So, shifters usually have multiple different paths that they can take, and they usually have an animal to which they are sort of bonded within spirit, as in a totem spirit, perhaps. They can take various forms. That of the cat. Can I think of any others off the top of my head? I think one of them could shift towards a bear, one a wolf, maybe. But yeah, they're normally predisposed to changing towards a particular animal form. They can be quite bestial in appearance. Although this particular gentleman looks aged, but not particularly bestial in spirit, except for when you catch his eyes as he opens them. They appear completely feline. There is no white to his iris, or to his eyeball. In fact, it is green with a black central pupil.
bloody hell, that's fascinating.
You see his eyes sort of dart around you. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes.
This is quite the interesting place you've got here.
Thank you. I am most at peace in amongst the plants and herbs. But you don't come seeking herbs, do you?
Very aware, I see.
The plants speak. They sense your unease.
Yeah, there's a certain talent I acquired a certain while ago, and I've heard through the grapevine that you're in particular one of the people to speak to about this.
What kind of talent?
The only way I really know how to put this is mind healing.
An elven
Yes.
ability, usually. I'm no mind healer, but I do understand the practice. And I have an ability that is akin. Do you seek to learn more of your abilities?
Yeah, it's something that's going to be very useful for path that lay ahead of us.
Very well. I could teach you, but we will need a subject.
A subject.
Well, if I am to work with you, we will need to look at the same mind. I have something, an idea. Give me a moment. And he walks out the back door. 3 or 4 minutes later, you're left standing around looking a bit stupid. Feeling a bit stupid.
Oh, I wouldn't be standing around, to be honest with you. I'd be exploring this place, looking at some of the plants, even though it's not really my area of knowledge.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a beautiful place.
95% of these plants are things you've never seen.
That just makes it all the more fascinating then.
As you get particularly close to one plant, it hisses at you.
Ooh.
And various flowers open to trumpets and sort of look at you. You almost see eyes in the trumpets. As if the plant is sentient.
Oh.
And then you hear a small voice from behind you. Well, I have brought us a subject. Kindly turn the sign on the door to closed, would you?
Very well. I shall do so.
I see you were distracted by the Langoria.
It's quite beautiful, but also quite terrifying.
Yes, she is quite the character.
Oh. Oh wow.
Most of the plants here have their own thoughts, their own feelings, their own opinions, their own voice. That's what allows me to be good at my craft. But regardless, this here is Samias. Samias? No, it's not. This here is Samuel. Sorry, I got distracted by something I was reading. I just spliced two names.
It's not Jamusius.
It's not Jamus.
Yeah, it's exactly like that, saying Jamal, I'm reading Lucius. I was reading Clodius, and Sam turned up. Yes, this is Samuel, and he gestures towards a fox that he has brought in with him. You can see that this is no tame fox, this is a wild beast. Samuel here lost his parents recently.
Oh.
And perhaps this might be a good place to start. For with animals, my magic is very similar to yours. But the first part of mind healing is to find a place of quiet, of peace, of stillness. And that strikes me as something you might struggle with.
At times, very much so. I just hope that I can do the best that I can.
And he gestures with his hand and the roof closes over and goes dark. The room is dimly lit by a strange purple light emanating around the room. Give me a perception check.
Closing the roof like that, that is a fascinating little trick. This place is awesome. 22.
You realise that there is a vine that's sort of rigged around the sort of upper part of the building, all the way around, and the small purple flowers are what is providing the light. Now, just take a seat. And he gestures towards the grass-covered floor.
I'll just kneel down then.
And he sits cross-legged opposite you. And the fox comes to lie down between you. You can see that it's being not controlled as such, but being pacified, I guess. It appears almost sleepy, dazed. Now, what's your name?
My name.
Your name.
My name is Leovold.
Excellent. Leovold, has there been a time in your life where you've been completely at peace?
There was once.
Good.
It
Take that
was-
memory. Don't tell me about it. Hold it in your mind. And focus on it. Try and take yourself back there. He waits for a minute. Give me a wisdom check.
A wisdom check.
My rascal of a cat causing havoc on Josh's camera.
Is this? Do I choose where I can add the d6, or was it just?
You can add it whenever you're ready. Whenever you want.
Okay, I'll try to add d6 to this and hope it's good enough. Oh, that's only a 10. Oof.
Before or after you've added?
After I've added it, yeah.
Sick. Yeah. Regardless, it takes you a little while, but eventually you get yourself into a place of peace. And slowly you see the memory unfurl around you into sort of a place of emptiness.
Oh.
And you hear a quiet voice next to you. There you go. That's where you're looking to be.
So this is what we're looking for. This
This is your mind.
semi-emptiness. This calm state.
This is your mind that we are in. See there? And he gestures, and in this place of emptiness you see, far away, a long corridor full of bookshelves. As you turn your attention to them, you find yourself pulled really quickly along down a corridor, bookshelves upon bookshelves, scrolls, texts. Okay. Calm down. Back to the stillness, the emptiness. Empty your mind, and the place is empty. To help someone else, you can't have your thoughts distracted. It takes a while, but you manage to empty your mind again. Almost. But over his shoulder you see a pair of eyes looking back at you. You recognize his presence to be Solemn. Some things are not as easily emptied as others. Regardless,
Shit, yeah.
place your hand out in front of you. Place it on Samuel's shoulder.
I do so.
And as you do, you see a door in the center of the room.
I'm guessing this is where I don't want to be clearing my mind of that, and I want to be actually opening, going through.
Correct. Enter into the mind of the fox.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Oh, shit, that was loud. 1 second, sorry.
Enter into the mind of the cat that is causing distraction. We shall flick briefly to Maverick. Who's
Hey.
slightly sweaty and sat on the edge of the bed. Alamore turns to you. I think a quick shower, separately. Otherwise we'll never get out. And then we should get back to the others. It's not that long before the Grand Council meeting.
I mean, if we have to.
We don't. But I think perhaps we should.
Yeah, I don't think my pie will quite excuse me for not being there.
And perhaps we should be there. Whether we want to rescue Celine or focus on more important matters, we should see it through.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. I'm getting in the shower first. And he dashes to the bathroom, leaving his robe on the floor outside. You hear it running pretty quickly. And we go back to Leopold.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Something out back there, it was really fucking loud, made me jump, and I didn't know what the hell it was.
He says to you, right, enter into the mind of the fox.
Okay. Let's get to work and try this.
As you walk through this
I'll open the door.
you see grassland. But from a strange perspective, you're lower down, everything's crystal clear. Overly clear. It's almost dizzying, the clarity with which you see various things. The colour is dimmed slightly, as if everything is closer to black and white than it is to colour. But every single crisp detail, you can smell 1,000 scents on the wind. And one of those smells is smoke. Strong smell of smoke. It's cloying, it fills your lungs.
Oh.
You hear Cormac's voice gently. Don't get lost in the fox's memories. See them from the outside.
How do I see them from the outside when everything that I've just stepped into is
this.
so much within its own perspective?
Give me an intelligence check. He's going to attempt to show you.
Oh, that's a 4.
No.
Oh no!
Okay, so imagine right now you have your face pressed to the glass, looking through a window.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Josh and the cat.
Yes, our
So
cat is
cute.
hell. Look at this beautiful girl.
Oh, I'm sorry to get so distracted by that,
No,
but I
she's
just
right.
thought that it's just adorable.
She's meant to be adorable. And now that your face is pressed to the glass, put your hand up in front of you. And he really does mean put your hand up in front of you. So even in the fox's image, put your hand up in front of you.
Yeah, I'll do so.
And as you focus on your hand instead of the image, the scenery in the background sort of fades to a more blurred state. And now, step backwards.
Do so.
See
I'll
from the
take one.
outside.
Take two.
Not literally, Neville. In your mind, move further away from the scene.
I see.
And as you hear that, you sort of... the perspective changes. And everything's not so close, and that smell of smoke fades a little bit, and what you see is a den for cubs, fox cubs.
Oh.
And you see a man with a pair of bellows pushing smoke into the den, hunting.
Oh.
You see two foxes as they come out, snapped at the neck by the large hands of a man. And then
Shit.
you're in a corridor. And there is a painting on the wall. A man with a pair of bellows. And fox cubs and a fox. You can look to the right and left and see other paintings, other memories. This, you realize, is where the healing is done. Now, we could take this memory away from the fox. Pick up this picture and walk out with it. If that gap would ever plague him. Or we can fade the memories away. Mute them. Dim the colour. Stop them from hurting so badly. We can change the memories. Make them more gentle.
I feel like any decision would have a consequence, though.
As he puts his hand to the picture, he shows you that he can move the man. Move the wolf cubs. Yes, you're right. There is always a consequence. That is why mind healing must always be done to the willing. For otherwise you find yourself expelled from a mind or lost within it. But sometimes it is enough only to show the recipient how the mind is. With this, he reaches down to the ground and he picks up a fox. Young, but not a baby. As he strokes its head, he shows the fox the picture. And the scene plays out again. And you see two small cubs left within the den, escaping out the back. One you know to be Samuel, the fox you're with. Samuel left first. He didn't look back. He didn't see that his sister escaped too. Sometimes it is enough just to show them. We should let Samuel go. He has a sister to find.
Okay. How do we return from these memories?
Yes. That is something you must learn on your own. And with that he leaves. You find yourself in a corridor full of paintings of their fox's memories. You see a door, but it's at the end of the corridor, and as you walk down the corridor you see more and more memories and the door gets no closer. Give me probably a wisdom check.
Oh, that is a nat 20.
Sick, this will be nice and easy. You realise, like you did, stepping back from the memory to get further away, you can step back from the whole of this mind. Let it all fade away from you and focus on yourself. And you see again your own mind, stillness and emptiness. And then images of the shop that you were just in. You see your own thoughts coming to you as they come to you. And you realise that all you need to do is wake up.
Bring myself around slowly then.
Good. And you're sitting in the centre of the shop.
That was eventful.
Good.
There was clearly a lot more to be learned in now.
Yes.
In any mind.
But there is something I can give you to help. But I require something in return, Neil. I don't know you. I don't know from whence you came. But I do know you have magic at your core.
To a certain extent, yes. It's questionable as to whether it's at my call or whether I'm more at its call.
I believe after today's session you'll find that a little change. I need something to restrain a plant downstairs.
To restrain a plant?
You'll see. And he gestures towards the trapdoor.
I'll give this my best shot. And I'll go down.
As you go down, you see thorns all over the place. This is an underground cavern. It's no man-built structure. You can see that he's chosen to make his building over this. And these thorns are sharp and gleaming. And you can see that they're intruding upon another plant, a beautiful plant. Simple white lilies.
Oh.
I need to push them back. I saw in your mind that you have something in your repertoire that might help. I was hoping you might cast Wall of Force for him.
Wall of Force?
You have a staff of power, don't you?
Yes, I do indeed.
Okay.
I
know you stole that from me.
The only problem that I have is, right now, if I cast this, the duration on this is going to be short.
He only needs it instantaneously.
Okay.
I only need but a moment. And I can give it somewhere happier to grow.
Okay. Then... would you be able to get close enough to the thing? Within, say, 10 feet of it?
So can you. Look up, it fears humans.
Okay, then I shall approach.
Okay, and the plant stays completely still.
How close can I get to this this one particular flower I'm looking to rescue?
No, you're not trying to get close to the plant you're trying to rescue. You're trying to wall away the base of the other plant, which is shown you. Which you can get probably about 5 or 6 feet away from.
Okay, then I'm not entirely sure of how I'm supposed to ward it off, so I'll just try to ward it off the best that I can.
Just, yeah, I mean, as you put the wall sort of into the plant, just push it backwards slightly.
Oh, okay.
And,
I didn't realise I could move this thing, but I see.
Yeah, I think you can move as a bonus action. No, you can't. Oh, never mind. Yes, it's a surface made up of multiple 10 by 10 foot panels. So if you just panel it and then panel again and sort of push it round the plant.
Yeah. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. So I'm just like trying to use the paneling to pry vines away then.
Yeah, and then he steps towards the plant. Not the plant he's trying to rescue, the other plant. And he sort of, you see him go deep into a concentration. His hands gesturing. He appears to be speaking, but without any sound coming from his mouth, but his mouth moves. And slowly you see the thorns retract and begin to grow the other way, into the depths of the cavern, leaving one beautiful white lily bloom in front of you.
Huh.
Thank you, dear. You can let your spell go.
And I will allow it to drop.
And you see the plant sort of begin to grow quicker, but away from this lily bloom. Now, our friend here can flourish. Which is good, because this friend here is something you will need. And he takes out a small beaker and he places it at the sort of opening to the trumpet of one of the lilies. And he speaks gently, and you see the pollinated central part of the plant sort of lean over into the beaker and begin to wring itself out, and a juice comes forth.
Okay.
If we go upstairs, I have some potions for you, which you may use to help still both your mind and others. which will aid in this process of mind healing.
Seems I certainly know where to come back to when I need further help.
I was once a great friend to the elves.
There's a lot I still have to learn about the elves and their ways, really.
Perhaps. And as you get upstairs, he hands you tiny little bottles. They're sort of only 20 mils.
Barely even a shot then.
Yeah, and each one of these is calm emotions.
Oh, how many?
He hands you 6.
Very
Perhaps
cool.
these might aid you in your travels. You know, they didn't only send you to me because of your abilities. I knew you would come.
You did?
Yes, the Queen Alana told me. Your mother was one of the greatest mind healers the land has ever seen.
Well, my mother?
Hmm. She could heal others' minds like no one else, but never worked the magic on her own, becoming wilder and wilder over time, till eventually she gave herself to the earth.
Wait, her magic was wild?
Very much so. The wildest.
Ah, damn it.
And
So everything that's happened, really, it wasn't just some accident then?
wild magic is natural. Over time you will learn to use your feelings as a generator instead of as a hindrance.
I see.
Or you may turn your mind healing to your own magics and bring them under control, but they will never have the same power.
Why do I feel like this is a tightrope to walk?
Because it is. And yet, at times your mother could allow the wild magic to come forth in the way that she chose. She was powerful.
But clearly, the power she had, it came with a consequence.
I don't think she'd see it that way. There is a grove. You should visit it. You still haven't given me the name of your mother, have you?
Did I not give you it? I've got it in
No.
my notes.
Not in your character notes.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. I got her name down as Soraya.
Savria. Savria's Grove. You should visit it. It is in Pazutna.
Where now?
Pazutna, to the south. On the border of
Okay.
Pazutna and Orenti.
Then this is a trip I really should do.
You will see what your mother gave
Sooner
her
rather
life
than
for.
later.
It was no accident,
Okay.
no mistake.
And on the border of on the border of Basudna, you say?
Pazutna and Orenti. It forms the whole border.
Sorry, come again?
From Akana
That-
all the way to the South Sea.
That's That's a huge distance.
It is.
What? That... Wow. Okay.
See the work she wrought and the safety she has brought Bezudnov for many years.
Well, looks like I came here to learn something, and I've left with a lot to think about. I learned a lot more than I was bargaining for. Thank you.
That is alright. Practice. The more you practice, the easier it will come.
I will. I definitely will.
Okay. And we will let you leave and return to the Merry Widow, where Lucius and Iona are returning. But before we do, Lucius,
Yes.
if you are hit during patient defense, you may return half the damage on your next attack.
Ooh. Well, it seems I learned something today after all.
But as you walk, Iona walks in silence next to you.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
What's on your mind? Tell me.
Nothing.
Really?
Look at this. And you see a solid shield has appeared around her in a globe. Push it. Touch it.
I'm going to just poke.
There is no give whatsoever.
So, you've received an impenetrable globe, and I've gotten the ability to return set damage. I believe you're his favorite, not me.
He didn't teach me this.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better. I'm kidding.
This is what I've done in the past internally with my feelings. Embodied in key. It's not the only thing.
What?
You really don't want to make me mad these days, Lucius.
I see.
No,
Well.
you don't, but you will.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I never back down from a challenge. At all.
I'm changing.
Seem to be.
I didn't think it would be so swift. We spent only 10 minutes in that place. But all he showed me is where the power was.
Does it frighten you?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. But it's kind of cool.
We just met the man. He simply knows us better than we know ourselves.
Or does he know how we work? It's simply
Yes,
life
it's
energy, right?
Yes.
Why should I have so much of it?
I mean, if you're willing to give it away, I'll take it.
I don't think it works like that.
I don't think so either. I was busting your chops, ribbing you.
I'm meant to be doing something this morning. For the grandfather.
He gave you a mission.
I'm not sure I'd call it that. I'm playing bodyguard.
Oh.
That's a bloody good question.
For who, Iona? Hello?
Yes, he's getting there. She's getting there. We're all getting there.
Were you struck by a dart?
No, I had to look for Jamal's bloody mother's name!
Is it a halfling?
Why is this my fault now all of a sudden that something
Because I had to
happened?
look for Giadra's name. For Giadra of the Grand Council.
Oh,
She meets with someone today. I'm to tell no one.
Oh, whoops, well, you've already failed. You've told me.
The meeting is at 11 a.m. in the Grand Council chambers.
Huh.
An hour before yours. I'm also not to tell anybody that there is a space up above the Grand Council chambers, recently excavated. Where one person could sit and hear the meeting.
I see. Oh. What are you going to do?
I believe I've already done it.
All right.
I shall head to the meeting. It's best to be early. I've got to meet her at her house. I shall not see you there.
Yes. Oh. I guess I'll go get cleaned up.
And soon after, you walk into the Mirror Widow and you see your group having breakfast.
Morning, everyone.
Lucius, just the man we're waiting for. Where have you been?
Don't you see this? I've been training.
Wonderful. We got a busy day ahead of us.
Yeah, indeed we do. I'm sorry to tell you, Rook. I may not be going to the meeting with you.
Why?
Something has come up.
Just to clarify, the meeting with the Silent is at 9.
Oh, you think everything is 11?
The other one's at 11. You will
Okay,
be
never
easily able
mind.
to get to both.
Okay.
And shortly behind Lucius, you see Connell walk in. One of them, at least.
Good morning, Connell.
Good morning, Ambassador. Is this going to be a group trip?
That depends. How did we meet?
You rescued me from captivity.
I'm gonna grab a piece of paper. Could you just sign this?
He does so.
Real Connell handwriting?
Well, it depends which one was the real one. But he's definitely the one who said he would meet you. He looked forward to the meeting with the Silent.
Good enough.
Better to be safe, I guess. I'm meeting a gentleman by the name of... Oh, come on. What is with my notes? Why are they all over the place?
Kevin?
No.
Navis?
Thank you. Navis. I'm meeting a
Fucking
gentleman
Kevin.
by the name of Navis. The location is a little strange. He hands you a note that denotes the location. And it says, the back of the tavern, outside the front gates. The Silver Knight.
That be the tavern we dropped the boys off
It
at
would, yes.
before.
But behind the tavern, you note there to be a wall.
Well, best not to keep them waiting.
Yes, but from which side do we enter? Does it mean behind the wall, or does it mean...
Says behind the tavern. Say we go to the tavern.
Okay. And, are you all coming?
I think that's the plan.
Everyone who's here is coming. We're missing a couple.
Very well. And, yeah, he's ready to head out when you are.
Is Maverick with us right now?
Nope.
I'll leave a note with the bartender.
Okay, you do so.
I'll wait around for him, and then I'll bring him along.
If you want to attend the meeting with the Silent, you will not be waiting for Maverick. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, then fine.
Okay. Yes, the TM likes to split the party, don't worry. So, the group of you head to the front gates. And just outside the tavern, you see a young woman playing a flute. As you walk past, she rises. Ambassador.
Or is that Nishala?
It is. I believe you had instructions to meet behind the tavern, correct?
Correct.
Let me lead you there. She heads over to the back of the tavern where it's built against the wall. And she leans down to a certain brick against the wall and pushes it, sliding away a panel at the back of the tavern. You see a beautifully built room, elegantly decorated, a long table. And sitting there you see a man none of you recognize. A halfling.
Oh no.
Come in. Come in. It's about time we all met. Ambassador, I see you brought as many friends as you could muster briefly.
Well, it seems everybody wants in, which I have no issues with.
And you, Connell. What do you know of your alter ego? And, Connell looks down. Nothing, I don't understand it. Halfling gestures. Well, I do. There's a doppelganger put in place so that your disappearance was not met with questions. We wanted to pursue the alley ourselves. He shall be removed tomorrow morning. On one condition. Connell looks. The Grand Council chambers will be moving. But,
Moving where?
But I'd already said that I would vote for that. I'm not enough of the votes. And that is your problem. I need it moved. Today. Speak with your friends. Connor looks down. Turns back to you. Any ideas?
I would ask, why the urgency?
Because there is a meeting at 12 o'clock today with a certain ambassador.
And
If you want to secure your mercenaries, then we need a man in the building.
I'll just step forward.
You're the new one. Very well. Whose vote can we count on? Apart from Connor's. We know Reyes will vote neither way, as always.
Yes. There was a man my companions helped save his daughter. He does
Tyler?
us a favor. Yes.
That is true. We have convinced Kirtan. It would seem by turning Erlen, hopefully the vote will be in our majority, as long as Reyes doesn't vote against. Well, we can only wait. Common. You will also be voting for the mercenaries to be sent to Garena? Yes, it was always my vote. Trust us to get a favour owned by the one person who already was voting in our favour. Well, Do you have any other questions, Connor? Sort of looks at him like he's mad. Yet the doppelganger? That you had replaced me? Is that the only explanation you'll give? Yes. And lastly, who are you? My name is Harold. I'm a guildmaster of the College of Whispers. I'm in close association with the Silent. Grandfather asked me to see you today, for it is our man that will be in the council chambers. I believe one of your companions has met him already. His name is Cormac. His influence will be helpful.
Why wait to replace Connell? Why not do it today?
Because Connell has 2 meetings today at the same time. His second. Well, it is important to us. And perhaps to you in the long run.
Don't suppose you're willing to share some of that information?
She calls herself Vola.
What?
Ah, yes. You would be the one to recognize her. It's also known as the Blood Singer.
Do we know that in character? The Bloodsinger?
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
much so. I believe you call her
Oh, no.
Sis.
I don't call her anything.
No, that was me, not her. Not him.
Oh.
Connell will be paying off the Blood Singer.
Paying off.
Hang on for what?
The orcs will retreat from Garena.
This must be a lot of money to be bagging off from Grenna.
Nobody said it was with money.
Just like that, they're willing to leave? Just for money?
Let's just say she
But-
came to Garena for something specific and we're giving it to her.
What?
That I will not tell you.
No, you will tell us.
An optimistic belief. Alas, I believe our meeting is concluded.
No, it hasn't.
Okay.
You can't just leave us without this.
No, I'm not
Vital.
leaving, you are. Make a charisma save.
God damn it.
Sorry, wisdom save. Oh, not just you, sorry, everyone. Who's there? Lucius. Kenna and Alari.
Am I within 5 feet?
No.
No.
Oh, is this a charm?
Sort of.
Okay.
It's
Alright, I've been having some trouble hearing. Could you repeat what happened?
yeah, so he's basically said that Connell is meeting with Rook's sister. The Connell doppelganger is meeting with Rook's sister and is going to pay her off for the orcs to leave Garena. But he won't tell you with what he is paying her. It isn't money. And he has suggested that you are leaving and you are making a wisdom save.
So we're not right next to this person.
No, he's the other end of the table. 40
Damn.
foot away. Lucius is leaving.
I
Rook's
got a
leaving.
14.
15.
Kenna?
12.
Kenna's leaving. Larry, how's your wisdom save looking?
That one.
You were just leaving. Fantastic. A group of you
Oh,
turn and walk out the door.
Shit.
Now, I have to admit, I'm curious as to how much was actually needed for that one.
18.
Oh, shit.
He's the master of the College of Whispers. He's
Yeah,
a decent
it's,
spell save.
yeah, yeah, it's fucking good.
Oh. Ah, that's better move. That one's much more useful.
I'll just try something.
If I had advantage, would I have succeeded? No.
No,
And the group of you leave,
yeah, I wonder.
and as you turn back,
No.
you're seen with Charlotte sitting outside playing the flute. The entrance to that room is closed. Gone.
Typical.
That's frustrating.
Not only that, but there's a side door to the tavern here. That entrance was never there. But we'll leave the group of you just having a little think. As we come to Maverick and Alamore, you headed back to the Merry Widow?
Yep.
Okay.
Hand in hand.
Sweet. As you cross the bridge over to the Merry Widow and get near to the outside, a halfling comes up to both of you.
Is it someone I recognize?
Puts a note in Alamore's hand and begins to walk away.
Sorry, did you say no?
No, you don't recognize them.
Okay, right. I'm gonna turn to
Alamore
Alamo.
looks at you. What the hell was that?
I don't know. What does the note say?
Your party will be otherwise detained. See you at 12 p.m.
Huh. And obviously, I don't know what they've been up to or anything like that.
You
so I
did
don't
know they
really-
were going to meet with the Silent with Connell. Can I have
Sure,
made that
but
clear?
I don't know where they would meet them.
No.
No, so yeah, I wouldn't even know how to track them down.
However, as you guys are looking at this note, Leovold does approach. He's on his way back from the Mind Healers.
Hello.
Leovold?
Hi.
Oh, good.
Yeah, huh?
Just checking
Hello.
you were with us. That's you, bad.
So who's here? Just approaching.
You, Alamore, Maverick.
Oh, just these guys. No news on the others yet.
Just that they'll meet us at the meeting.
Okay. That's no worry, I guess. Sure, excuse me. I'm gonna, go hide away for a little while.
What do you mean?
I've got some things to think about.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm gonna roll my eyes at him and walk away.
And you're headed into the Merry Widow, or are you? Animal turns. We've got time for breakfast now.
Well, yeah, I'd turn to Alamo. So, seems we've got some time. Any ideas of what you'd like to do?
Breakfast.
Lead the way.
Well, we saw a nice place yesterday, didn't we? Place with the outside garden, the outside tables. Maybe we might head there.
Sure.
Okay. And you head on over to a place called Platter for Two. There is a table. The waitress gestures for you to seat outside.
Sure. I will. As we head over to the table, I will pull his chair out for him. And take his seat opposite.
Okay. And
then.
You're right there.
And then, as we sit down and we're looking at the menu, without making eye contact with him at all, like I'm just looking at the menu, I'm just like, I'm surprised you'd want to eat. Haven't you already been stuffed today?
I think that's a different kind of filling. But perhaps I'll skip dessert. And we'll leave you two eating. As Kenna, Olari, Rook, and Lucius You all head into the forest. You begin to walk faster and faster, a group of you. None of you quite know why, but it feels right. And after a while, you reach what appears to be a crooked house of some sort. With no hesitation, Kenna walks up and knocks on the door. And you're greeted by a lady. Human, you think? Please, come in, you're expected. She leads you in, and you notice that this house is severely unkempt. There are parts of the building that are decrepit, falling away, the wood is rotting. There's even a strange smell of mould and perhaps some sort of unhealthy creatures in the kitchen. She gestures towards a rotting wood table and 5 rickety chairs. Please, sit down. At this moment, each of you begins to question why you're here. Your mind is your own.
Alright.
Well,
Ari sits down and then says to the group, so should we be worried, or...?
no. You have no need to worry. But you do have need of being somewhere else in the morning. The Queen lies far, far away. We need her.
You need her.
We do.
We all need her.
Do we?
Yes.
Do you know of your history, Lucius Claudius Vistorius? Otherwise known as Red? Otherwise...
What? Say it.
Yes, you would, but I've put it in a different note.
You're looking for the name Killian.
Yes.
Those two are dead. I'm only Lucius.
Well, if only we could all segment our lives into separate chapters. And what of you? Brother to a warmonger, son to a warmonger? You carry your father's head round in a bag, and yet you claim to know what you do or don't need.
What? What are you saying?
Some of you believe you do need Celine, some of you don't. What do you know of your history?
What history are you talking about? There's a lot of history.
The history of Eldesser, of course. Of Halgania. Of the Royals.
We know Maldranik.
Maldranik was a dragon. He was also the keeper of dragons.
He's also kind of an asshole.
Yes, I could agree with that. But
Are
Maldranik
you
was
asking us?
master of something different. He has now, of course, in taking on his draconic form, released the chromatic dragons. But I wouldn't fear too much. They've headed east, back to their homeland. What do you know of the Royals?
I guess not much.
The Arnusi lineage. We've been in power in Halgania since the earliest memories of the oldest elves. The Arnusi line has always been just, fair, and powerful. Paladins one and all. Even those that followed other professions. Champions for the good. We cannot have the daughter of Solemn take the throne. She is not ready, nor prepared. Besides, she is but a strange offshoot of the family. We're stretching the bloodline enough with Solemn.
Hey,
Something tells me she wouldn't want it anyway.
first of all, you watch your mouth sticking about Leona like that.
Attached, are we? Sweet. Pointless. Sweet. We need the Queen back. And for some odd reason, fate has placed life in your hands. Well, we seem to be missing a couple. We kept one away for our own purposes. The other? Leovold?
Leovold is flighty. He has his own things to deal with.
He will need to be there for the rescue of Solemn.
Why?
Because each of you is part of the key. One who can see the building. One who can understand it. One who can enter it. One who can restore the Queen. One who can free her.
One
And
who can enter.
you, Rogue. Perhaps the key to it all.
How so?
You carry your father's blood, don't you?
I do.
Well, that is what you'll need. Nothing much else.
I don't understand.
No, I don't expect you to.
Are you talking physically or in metaphors?
Metaphorically?
No, physically.
Because I have physically have.
The line of your father is closer to the gods than most other orcs will ever get.
So you're saying carrying around his head is going to be beneficial?
No, his head will be useless to you, but the blood in your veins, that will have a difference.
And here we thought your father would have a much better use after his death.
But you will need the
You
other
really
two.
need a bag of salt for that thing.
You will need the other two. For nobody but Leovold will be able to enter the building. And nobody but Maverick will be able to see it.
Well, Maverick is currently enjoying a nice time out.
Yes, but we detained him from this meeting for a reason. You will need to persuade him that he must go.
What if he doesn't want to go?
That is
On
not
this
an
journey,
option.
an option.
If he does not want to go, and he will not go, then he will be forced.
I don't think Maverick seems to care about any of this.
No.
I'd like to zero in more on what you think you have to do with this.
Everything.
Seems you claim some responsibility for him being gone.
Yes, we made sure that you would not be back at the Merry Widow before he returned. He believes you otherwise detained. Which I suppose you are.
None of us will force Maverick to do anything he doesn't
No.
want to do.
But if he won't go, he will be forced.
By who?
What does that mean?
It means he will go. Regardless of his desires.
You were
Not
really
big on answers, are you?
You're really pissing me off.
Same, Rook.
I suggest you direct your anger at a place that makes more sense. Certainly at one to which you could affect.
I don't care if you're omnipotent or whatever.
I am no
We just-
omniscient. Omniscient, perhaps.
I'm tired. Sick and tired of being dicked and jerked around.
What do you want then, Lucius?
Just a straight up answer for once.
I, for
Which
one, would
answer would you
appreciate
like?
to cut the holier-than-thou attitude.
Sorry, it's part and parcel of being a god.
Pardon?
It's part and parcel of being a god.
Just not gonna expound on that at all.
No, she's not.
No.
So you're telling us that you're a god.
Yes,
And what is your name?
I've been called many things. But I believe the most
Good.
common
More
is
cryptic holier
Tyr.
than thou.
Oh, I know you.
Yes, you do. Welcome along.
Fucking hell.
You've been worshipping me for a few years.
I,
Are
re-
you
I,
serious?
I retract any anger I just said towards you.
I don't. Are you serious?
No, that was a joke. That wasn't in character.
Lucius, you wanted answers. Here's the opportunity for them. Ask your questions. What do you need to know?
What are we meant to do? How? Why? Why us?
Yes, why you? Because there are different players on different sides, and each one moves pieces. And sometimes what you are left with is the pieces you were given. I've been given you. And frankly, I can't think of a better group of people to attempt this.
So we're to be your champions?
Somewhat, yes. Selena is my champion, but she is held, captured by the enemy. You wanted answers, Lucius? I'm sure you have more than one question. Perhaps a story?
Sure.
Oh God.
Why not?
So,
Literally.
3,900 years ago,
Oh, dear God.
a queen made a move. She was known as the Queen of the Shadowlands, but she was only a queen, the Raven Queen. And she placed a man upon the earth, seeking to turn others to her worship. And slowly, elves turned, became the Shadar Kai. But in doing so, she created an imbalance, unusual structuring of the pantheon. For the Raven Queen was no god, yet was worshipped as such, thus giving her more power than she would regularly have.
Ravenesca.
That comes later. And the planes of shadow began growing, and her power within it was unrivaled. In every other plane there is balance. Different queens vie for power, different gods vie for power. But in the plane of shadow, the grip of the Raven Queen was unanimous. Unrivaled. And yet, she was mad. Insane. So we thought her no threat. Though we created something in the land of Eldessa. The Arnusi lineage. Created from an elven father and a human male. A human female. They gave birth to a daughter. The first of the Arnusi lineage. And whilst that blood holds strong, the plane of shadow may not encroach upon the lands of Eldessa. There are other continents on this world that you are unaware of, but some of them have begun to fall. It was 150 years ago when Ravenesca ascended. What was once the Raven Queen, with guidance from Asmodeus, became Ravenesca, the goddess of the Shadow Veil. We see in some continents complete domination. In some, it hangs in the balance. And in some, thus yet, they are fairly unaffected. Only 2 continents remain mostly unaffected. A land to the east, and Eldessa.
What
But
is
I
the land
will-
to the east?
It is known as Milton. It is an archipelago of many, many islands. As yet, the Shadow Vale have deemed it unimportant. And the Plane of Shadows struggles to encroach upon multiple small islands. Though certain strange things have happened. But in Eldessa, the Arnusi lineage has kept the land pure. But Iona's blood will not hold. She's a daughter of the Yellow Rose. She cannot also be a princess. A mistake. There is another child. There is the child of King Vanyan. But he is also held where your queen is held, Celine. There are others in the land who perhaps carry more raw power. Master Reyes, for example, beyond the mortal coil. Perhaps Lady Felia, a celestial, of great power. But none with the bond that you people have. None with complete trust in one another, even when you're angry at each other. None with the balance of power between you. You must be the champions, and there must be 8 of you.
8?
Not 7,
8?
not 5, but 8. You know who you spend every day with, do you not? Have you lost count?
So, you do want Iona involved in this?
Yes, and the Kalashtar.
Alamo.
Yes. And perhaps Alamor is the key to persuading Maverick.
Perhaps.
For though he holds no special heart for the Lady Celine, he does love this land, as do all of you. And each of you has a different bond too. Leovold was the son of a powerful sorceress, and he has inherited some of her power. As we said to you, Rook, your bloodline will be required, but your bond to your sister may allow the lands of Aldessa to be reunited again.
What bond? I didn't even know she existed until a couple days ago.
And yet she will not raise her hand to murder you. And perhaps may be swayed by your words. She named herself after your mother.
Which I still don't understand.
She believed in something better for the orcs. Something purer. Something of greater good.
Does she?
Not the
A
fall of
funny
your
way
father.
of showing it.
Well, all those that follow Groomshire are a little odd, wouldn't you say?
Rook sounds like to me, yeah. Destined to be an old king.
Perhaps. Brother Alari. Your god will feature yet. You must be part of this. And Lady Shirasso. Yours may be the hardest path to walk, but it is one of the most important. The power of the Genasi has grown recently. You will have the power to turn this your own way. But soon you must go back home.
Don't know that I could consider it home.
No. Perhaps to the land of your bloodlines, one might say. Your friend Maverick. His magic is more than it seems. What once caused him great distress was placed there for a reason. The magic he accesses may one day be the difference between life and death. And you, Lucius.
What about me?
Do you know what the sacrifice was? Do you know why it was made?
No.
You don't. Nor do you know why you were saved.
No.
But you should know this. One was sacrificed in your place. The ritual continues. And that ritual saved many, many, many lives. Do you know who the Eladrin are, Lucius?
Never got that far.
They are
I
the
was simply
followers
trained for a
that
purpose.
left. 2,800 years ago, you would number yourself amongst the Shadar-kai. But when the Raven Queen ascended, the Eladrin walked away. But they made a deal. Yearly, they would sacrifice one of their own. In the name of Ravenesca.
This is rich. Great.
You're the one that lives. So, you see the board, you see the pieces in play. This is the last time I shall be able to walk these plains without consequences.
Why?
The land of the shadow comes.
You mean the Queen?
No,
The Raven Queen?
the very realm itself will begin to encroach upon these lands.
You seem to think it's the last, and you'll be gone. You certainly don't have any faith that we can actually turn the tide.
Oh, I merely mean that, well, even now, the plane weakens. Saving Selene may save the land, but the Shadow Veil will come.
Some of them are already here.
Yes. But right now they have to come by boat. When they can just step into the land, it will be a different matter. The lands of... Shit, what's the place called? I don't know. That's bad.
Ah, yes, those lands.
Yes, those lands.
Oh, the lands of whatchamacallit. How majestic.
Yeah, shit. Have I never named the whole place? No, I haven't. I've never named the lands of Sigravia beyond. I don't know what the continent's called. Somebody can name it tomorrow. But those lands, yes, they fell slowly at first. But after a while, there was a tide that could not be stopped. Listras. I knew I had it somewhere. Aldessa must stand still, and stand strong, for it may be Aldessa that must free the other lands. Only then will the gods walk again amongst men. Tomorrow, we must leave. for
Wait.
Jizuk. I'm not going anywhere yet. Hold on. Tomorrow you must leave for Jazuk. The one you call Vrax will be able to guide you close enough. After that, trust in Leovold. Rubbish. Trust in Maverick. Don't trust in Leovold. He don't know shit. Yeah, trust in Maverick.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, well,
Trust-
Leopold is yours.
I was just about to type that in chat. Don't trust Leopold.
Trust in Maverick to do what?
Find it. You have seen it in the scrying orb, have you not? The
Believe
Citadel.
so.
What you face there will test you. She must succeed. However, I believe you have a meeting.
Yes, we do.
Are you done putting the fate of the universe on our shoulders?
Only the world. Not the universe. This battle has
Comforting.
been
Next season.
played many times in many other worlds. Don't worry. I think we succeed about half the time.
Reassuring.
Remember what I was thinking?
Before I go,
I suppose we're going to Jazook.
did you have any other questions?
I do.
Yes.
We were just told that the orcs were being bought out to leave this land. Do you
Yes.
know bought with what?
Yes.
Can you tell us?
Yes. It's just a simple item, at the most. It is known as the algorithm. It is a cube in which are stored memories. Memories of past kings. Memories of past wars. There is an incredible amount of knowledge in that box. But it is my belief that she will use it well.
You just believe that she's going to do good?
No, I believe she will use it well. Sometimes, to fight off the end, you need more than people that are just nice and good. She will bathe in a lot of blood before this is over. But it may well be the blood of the Shadowvale. And that is to all of our advantages. I can think of many generals who are kinder, many generals who are more just. I can't think of many who would win more wars.
Considering the current war she's fighting is against an unsuspecting populace, I don't have much faith in her talent.
She's winning, is she not?
You saw what happened to Drathnor Keep, correct?
I did. A tragedy. But perhaps a necessity.
How? What? The people there are innocent.
Yes. But in the grand scheme of things, what else could unite a populace quite so thoroughly?
I don't know, the truth?
Doesn't work like that, Lady Shirasso. You can't just tell everybody they must fight for their lives and they all go to war.
The gods tell the truth. It's a good joke.
So you're saying that in order to get us to unite, do you have to kill almost every single person from Drathnor Keep?
No, I didn't want it to happen. Nor could I stop it.
So then how is that necessary?
All I'm saying is that the fall of Drathnor Keep may prove instrumental in the winning of the war over the Shadow. I didn't say it was a good thing. I just said it may prove necessary.
Sometimes what's because everyone to work together is to hate a single entity.
Exactly. And right now, that entity has created war amongst all the nations of Eldessa. We cannot fight with free will. We cannot interfere in the wars between men and elves, elves and dwarves, dwarves and gnomes, gnomes and dragonborn. I cannot prevent what happened to Drathnor Keep. But in the long run, as I said, it may prove what brings you all together. Now, I suggest you convince Maverick that he should go with you.
If I look around, can I leave? Is there a place where I can just exit?
Walk out the door.
I will do so.
Very well. He turns to Ken. Your path will be difficult, Lady Sharasa. There are some things I know. It will hurt. Do you want to find them out along the way? What do you want to know before it happens?
Offering free information for once.
I said I would answer any questions that I could.
Tell me.
Okay. Your grandfather is Caleb.
Sorry, what did you say?
Sorry, who is that? I don't know. I don't recognize that name.
Yeah, fuck off. It's Ang, alright? Shut up. Yes, your grandfather is Caleb, and right now, he believes in the cause he's been given by the Shadowvale.
My grandfather on my mother's side, I assume.
Your mother's father, yes.
He's working for the enemy?
And worse, he believes his cause is just. Believes he is freeing Eldessa from slavery.
Slavery from whom?
Various people. At first, there was the images he was given of King Vanyan enslaving others. Now he believes the Dragonborn hold slaves, which they do. But he believes it is purpose to rid the whole world of slavery.
Genasi on the road said something similar.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing. We met a Genasi that said something similar.
Yeah. One of his lieutenants. Freeing the world from slavery will only end in its ruin. It is a just cause, but right now, it's not the one he needs to follow. Do you have any other questions?
Once we save Solemn, because we are going to do that, absolutely. What do we do from there?
Fight the Shadowvale.
You mentioned King Vanyan's child. You haven't seemed to mention us being able to rescue them.
No. That is up to the Lady Solemn. When you get to her, you will either find him or you won't. Depending on if she has won or if she has killed him.
Why would she have killed a fellow prisoner?
Because his blood is being used to open the path to the plane of shadow. If she could not turn him away from that cause, I believe she would kill him. Leaving only her blood to be used. Have faith. I believe she will win. Even I would not like to enter a contest of wills with the Lady Solemn. Now, do you have enough of the truth?
Yes. Sorry, I have one more random question.
Please, feel free.
Long ago, there was a man named fucking Kirkhan. Do you know what the heck happened to him?
The diplomat Kurkan works with the gnomes of Luvella. He's paid handsomely for his information and for his guidance.
So,
The one they call Lyric seeks to conquer Aldessa. His
Oh,
mind
Kurkan
was
the
turned to the
traitor?
Shadow Vale long ago. Oh,
So-
Kurkan's a traitor to Drathnor Keep. He's just not a traitor to Luvella.
I will kill him when I find him.
That would be helpful.
I have an additional question.
Mm-hmm.
Many people who have been taken over, shall we say, replaced.
Infiltrated is what we call it as the gods.
Surely there's some way to expose them.
Yes, kill them.
Some other way.
No, I like that way.
No. We can find no other way of revealing them.
You seem to know everything.
That is usually the meaning of being a god. But
So
no,
then,
I do not.
do you know about the mysterious reappearances at Taloria?
Yes, although I will be honest. Even the gods' eyes are shielded there. Powerful
Wow.
magic. There was once an ancient artifact. It was separated into many pages. But before it was separated, it was known simply as the Book of Time. If the pages were recollected, even in part, perhaps 10 or 12 pages. This is the only artifact I know of that could create this effect, as it was made by a god.
Interesting.
To restore the Book of Time in full would allow one to walk freely through time.
That's a very handy item for a god to just hand down to somebody.
It was never meant to escape the celestial plane. But once upon a time, many millennia ago, we cast one out from our ranks. And he stole it.
I guess he's around. He's Leovold's cousin.
No. He was removed long ago. Yeolfin has not lived for millennia, but the artifact that he stole. Some pages were scattered here upon this world. I don't believe that all of the pages were scattered, even within this galaxy. And the likelihood that one person could gather even 3 or 4 pages was so extreme, we didn't fear. But the Book of Time is the only artifact I know of that can shield somewhere from the view of the gods. I'm sorry I can't tell you more about that,
That is alright.
but I don't
You've
have the
told us
knowledge.
plenty.
I suggest you don't spend the time seeking for the Book of Time. As yet, your people have not gained the ability to walk amongst worlds. Is there anything else before I go?
I did want to make certain that the Minotaur made it back to its original plane safely.
Yes, we welcomed him back into the realm of the gods. And it was most appreciated what you did for him. Actually,
I'm good.
and he pulls out a small ring from nowhere. He places it on the table. The gods cannot return to this plane, but the one you helped in his natural form, perhaps he may help. Use this to call on him in your time of need. I can make no promises on his behalf, but for what you did for him, you should at least have a way of asking.
Be nice to have a way to stay in contact with him. Thank you.
Very well. I would give you mighty swords and unusual protective devices, but frankly, A, it will make no difference, and B, I am pushing the limits of what we are allowed to interfere with. However, I do know that one of you was told this morning about a wand, the Wand of Ages. It is my belief this would help you greatly in your cause.
Which one? Rescuing Celine tomorrow?
No,
Fighting
no,
off
sorry,
a battle?
in defeating the Shadowville. I don't know how it would help you with the rescue of Celine, although you may have to fight. I don't think he can tell you what the Wand of Ages does without sounding like a DM instead of a god. But suffice to say, it allows you to... It gives you more magic at your beck and call than you would normally have. Big spell slots, yeah. That's what that does. That's what, there you go. That's what the Wand of Ages does. I think with that, unless you have any final questions for Tyr, he shall let you go.
Yeah, I'll leave.
I'm surprised nobody told him what a shitty choice of place it was. Regardless, if you do so, we shall take a short break.
All right.
So, as our little group depart, it is currently 10:30 a.m. We're at the edge of the city. Where's Leopold?
Oh,
That'd be an excellent question. I would have came back. Where was it that I met with up again with Maverick?
Outside the Merry Widow.
I would have gone inside and gone up into my room and started
You in the bedroom?
practicing my stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
Maverick and
practicing my
Anamora are
stuff
just
until-
finishing breakfast. So, yeah, you can all head back to the Merry Widow Inn, but we will follow Lucius, Kenna-Rook, and Brother Larry as they head back there.
I need to hit something. I
The
don't-
things yesterday.
I know we hit things yesterday. But now I need to hit things again.
Like what? We can't leave Celine waiting for that much longer.
And if we go after Celine, there'll be enough to kill.
The world that. Celine this. The world that. Only you can do this. I'm sorry.
You claim you want to be king, but you're being a complete pussy right now.
I know, I'm being a child, Rook, I know.
I'm a little sick
But-
of destiny myself.
Thank you. Quite frankly, Rook, how are you able to just jump in all this? This doesn't make you mad?
It makes me furious, but Celine is the one person who has always had our back.
She did actually die for us that one time.
She did.
If anything, there is that. Alright, fine. Just give me a second. And what do you mean by the ones that walked away? I mean, I understood. I know what he said. My father never mentioned anything about that. I think he'd tell me our history.
Was
I
he
just-
really the sharing sort?
I mean, well, he taught me everything I know currently, which is, I guess, mostly nothing. He taught me how to fight. That's it. Yorick taught me how to survive. And Lucius taught me how to learn. If anything, I guess let's get Solemn. Maybe I can figure something out since then. Or after that. Fate. You know what's funny? Not too long ago, we were being talked about behind our backs in Drathnor Keep. Now you're saying the world is waiting on us? It's a joke.
Do you want just total anarchy?
Rook, I think if any of us, you would enjoy anarchy.
Why? That's
Judging-
simple.
Judging by your father's head in your bag, that's been there for weeks. That's some deep shit, my friend.
I have my own reasons.
I
that do not concern
understand.
you.
I understand. I'm just saying, that's some dark shit. And darkness recognizes darkness.
I'm gonna walk away and just go to the inn. Because Lucius has pissed me off.
Okay. When you get to the inn, there is a woman inside at the bar. And you see she is having an argument with the bartender. What do you mean they're not here? They must be here. Bartender turns to her. I believe they are just coming in.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, fucking great.
A half-elven female approaches Kenna. My lady, would you be the ambassador Sharessa?
Yes. What now?
Forgive me, I did send a note, but I know you've been busy. My name is Zelfar, I'm the daughter of Rebraeth. Sorry, my name is Rebraeth, I'm the daughter of Zelfar, the guildmaster of the merchants. I only wanted you to know that we are offering 300,000 gold to pay the mercenaries to go to Corella.
I apologize for my testiness. It's been a long day. And
Don't
it's
worry.
it's 10:30.
I also spend the majority of my days in the company of men. I understand your frustration.
Did you have a meet and greet with a god? Because we did.
That sounds delightful. No, I didn't. But nevertheless, 300,000 gold is as much as we could push for. We believe that is enough to get, and then she lists a bunch of mercenary companies that frankly you couldn't care less about. Please tell the Grand Council that is what we've offered. Go on, Lucius.
No, simply, I'm just going to walk past her, grab myself wine, ale, and water, and give water to Kenna, give ale to Rook, even if he's not talking to me. I'll slide it to him, I'll take my wine, and go sit in the corner.
Okay, because screw Brother Alari, he doesn't deserve any ale.
He's probably got his own, to be fair.
It's probably
Probably
got
got
his
his
hair.
Last entire time.
She turns to Kenna and my lady, I know that I'm sure you all are very busy and have a lot to attend to, but if you get a moment to talk about the rebuilding of Drathnor Keep, it is something the merchants are interested in.
Is that your stake in this trade?
No, a couple of the Lord merchants once lived in Drathnor Keep. I believe their stake in it is charity, in the rebuilding of the place they once called home.
300,000 gold is.
Our stake in Garena, however, that is trade.
Speaking of rebuilding Drathnor Keep, there's a man named Kimmick. Do you know of him?
Kimmick. Heard the name, but can't place it.
He says he'd be willing to help rebuild Drathnor.
Interesting. I will let the merchants know of his name, but at some point we must talk in more detail about the rebuilding of Drathnor Keep.
Yep, that's all. I'll return to my drink.
Thank you. And, as a gesture of good faith, my father has said he is willing to maintain your bill at the Merry Widow. All expenses paid. You will find 2 extra rooms upstairs. They have been vacated. I'm sorry you had to share.
Sharing was nice. My roommate is also nice.
Nevertheless, now you have the option. It only angers us that you weren't given somewhere more, well, permanent, or at least residential.
I
The
don't think.
representative of Queen Selene in a town.
I don't think any of us were quite looking for permanence. I appreciate the generosity of the guild. It won't be forgotten.
And, there is something else. But perhaps I might give it to you in private.
Private room, or would a table suffice?
I think a room.
Have I gotten any hints from her of subterfuge?
No.
Okay.
She seems perfectly innocent.
Oh, private conversation. Well, keep them coming.
I will head
Good.
to my room.
Okay. And as you do, she places a pouch upon the floor, and then a second pouch to the right, and then turns them so that their ends face each other. And then, at this point, a chest appears in the middle of the room. And she opens the chest, and you look in and see what appears to be chains? Or armor plating? I'm not sure what. Forgive me, my lady. There are some rumors regarding your choice of companions.
I see.
There was once... Well, in the lands of Listras, far to the east, was once a man named Gildor Silvertongue, who rode a silver dragon into battle. This is the harness that he wore.
And this, as you may know, my companion is still growing.
It fits to the size of the companion. Although,
Very
I understand that the saddle may not be necessary for a while. It would at least protect her from... Her is correct, yes? It will protect her from any incoming damage. I can't think of the right word, so I'm going to use the word damage.
Generosity abounds.
This one was a personal bit of generosity. I myself keep a strange pet. Albeit not a dragon.
I'm going to summon Shakar. It's a bit of a tight squeeze in the room, but she'll fit.
Wow. Stunning. I would show you my friend, but alas, the room is not large enough.
I'd be very interested to meet your friend one day.
She is an abyssal worm. similar to the polar worms, but... Well, suffice to say, she keeps mostly below ground. We're raised her from an egg.
Unusual indeed.
My father likes purchasing expensive gifts for his daughter. I think I'm his pride, perhaps? Or at least the best way he has of showing off to his friends without wearing gaudy bracelets.
I think most fathers would opt for a pony.
Well, his merchant lords have daughters with ponies, you see. Yes. It's a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. I'm sorry that I found you in a day that seems troublesome to you all, but I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
If you turn the 2 pouches back up to a standing position, the chest will disappear.
I will do so.
She leaves you with that. Gives you a nod, and off she trots. She might be only the second nice NPC we've had since the beginning of Drathnor Keep. You may thank her. No, there's quite a few nice ones, really. But yeah, she'll head off, and Lucius, it's 5 to 11. Do you want to be there? You don't have to be there.
No, it's not that. Sometimes I find myself dreaming that I could be a man who just indulges in his vices and forgets the world.
I'm sitting at the table with you, just in case you didn't know.
It's me.
With you.
Oh, and here I thought you'd be across the whole entire vestibule. Not one to talk to me. I get up and clean myself. Look, it's okay to have some darkness. It's okay to indulge who you are. Indulge those base instincts. It's okay.
I'm only mad because everything you said was right and true.
Just remember, my friend, you're not your father. You're you. You just like to fuck shit up. That's all. So do I. You know, when I went to train yesterday with Reyes, he took me to a place where, for the first time in my entire life, I felt free. I almost didn't come back. But he called me back. Yes, all of you make me happy. Some of you more than others. But I don't know. Well, look, I have to go play Spy Master. I'll see you later.
I'll hold the fort down over here.
I believe in you. And I'll leave.
Okay. Sorry, just for Kenna's sake, that is, you can just add barding. It's plate, and you can apply it to Shaka whenever you wish. Yeah.
I don't technically have a character sheet for her, so...
You can just put the barding in your own inventory. It gives her 18 AC.
18, okay.
I think so. That's what plate does, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, cool. I believe it's 18 without adding dex, though.
Jesus.
As in, you can't add dex to plate.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't add your dex modifier to heavy armor. I believe it's capped at 2 for medium and isn't capped for regular.
I think it's 1 extra AC for
Right.
now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know whether... if her AC exceeds that, we'll discuss it. Regardless, Lucius, before you head off, we will visit Leovold briefly. As there is a knock on your door, Leovold.
So I'll snap out from the mind healing practice that I'm doing and look towards the door.
Okay.
Yeah?
Master Leovold?
Yeah, that would be me. What's up?
I come with a message.
A message. What is it?
I don't suppose you might open the door.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll get up and open the door then.
Okay, and
Sorry.
he hands you a small chest, perhaps 2 inches in height and 6 inches in width. Courtesy of Her Lady Alana.
Lady Alana?
The princess, the queen of the elves.
Indeed, but
She
interesting.
sends her best wishes and hopes that you're doing well. She understands that you talked to Master Cormac. I was informed to give you these after Master Cormac had seen you. She says remember to keep your friends by you.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Where are the others now? Do you know?
Right, he's not going to tell you that. He's not going to tell you that. He hasn't got a fucking clue.
Okay, right. He wouldn't have seen them. He would have seen them as they came in.
Yeah, he doesn't know who they are.
Right, fair enough.
It was sent only for you.
Okay.
Forgive me, I must return to Teluria, but... She sent me for a reason. My father was your mother's first partner.
Oh.
No, we are not brothers. I'm far too young for that, but...
I was going to say.
Many centuries ago, my father had a soft spot for your mother.
She's been mentioned a lot today so far. This is
Have you ever been to her grove?
I never knew about it, to be honest with you.
Really? Well,
Really?
you weren't raised with the elves, were you?
Not really, no.
They all speak of it, you know. It's said to be the greatest creation of elven kind in millennia.
This is a trip I need to make probably sooner rather than later as well.
Well, the grove's not going anywhere.
True.
It's a life first.
It's fair. That's fair.
Farewell, Leopold. Yes, I did just call you Lucius. My bad.
Fucking Jamusius, god damn it.
I don't know. It's just Lucius on the brain, apparently. Farewell, Leopold.
First Rick and Meldranic, and now Leopold and Lucius? What the fuck, my
Who
dude?
knows? Too many L's. But yeah, he gives you a small oaken chest. That's all.
Thank you. I'll open up this chest and have a little peek inside real quick.
Inside are 12 identical diamond-studded earrings.
Oh. I'll take one out and have a look at it.
Give me an Arcana check. You know it's magical.
That's a 14.
You get the idea that they might do something with each other. Let's see, how stupid is Leopold? Give me an intelligence check.
It's one of my weaker checks, but I'll do it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an 11.
Okay, you put one in each earring, in each ear. You can now have a conversation with yourself.
Okay, so I
You
full
work
well
out
know
from
that these
doing
are...
that. You work out from doing that they've messaged earrings. They have a range of 20 miles.
Shit.
Not gonna help you if the party fucks off to Jazook, but in general they're quite useful.
Oh, of course. How large are these earrings?
For fuck's sake. I've just read fucking Kara's stupid message. Gold. Yes, they are hoops, of course. No,
Just
they're not.
watching you slowly die over
They're just simple. They're just simple studs.
Fucking Shaniqua.
They're simple studs, and on each one of them, the gold is embellished with floral designs. Now take them downstairs and give them to the fucking party before Lucius buggers off.
Sorry, it's first Leopold and Lucius, and then Lucius and fucking Shaniqua.
Oh, yeah. Well, Luciniqua's about to head out, so if you'd like to give him a message gem first, it'd be really fucking helpful.
Okay, I better go chase after Shaniqua then.
Okay, you head downstairs and you see standing in the foyer, I guess.
Foyer.
Sure, not the word I'm looking for, but we'll go with it. Standing in the tavern! So what I'm looking for. Standing in the tavern, you see Kenna and Brother Alari, and then sat at the bar you see Rook and Lucius, and over in the corner you see Maverick and Animal.
I'm there.
Yeah, you've just got back.
Oh, then why am I?
No, you were there already. What the fuck? You were already
Wait.
there. No, you went for breakfast. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
You'll come in a minute.
What's that?
Hey guys.
Don't do that to me. We're 3 hours deep. Give me a break.
Alright.
Lucius. Lucius, I have something for you here.
It's not my birthday.
That
What's
sounds
this?
very metagamey. Why don't you just address the whole party? You don't know that Lucius is about to head out.
No, I'm not saying Lucius is about to head out. I'm just saying I have something for him.
Okay.
And of course I have something
Rook,
for
who sat
everyone.
right next to him. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, marvelous. Plug him in.
Yeah. I will start distributing these earrings.
And explaining what they are, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'll just tell people to put them on.
Oh, and start messaging them in their ear.
Yeah, and I'll just, as Lucius pops that one in, I'll just try to send a message to Lucius through the earring if I can.
Yeah.
Oh lord. Now you're able to contact me immediately. Perfect. Great. No offense, Leovold. I just have enough already in my head. Now I have you in my head, and I have Olari able to fill my heart. So, great.
Well,
These like clip-ons, or are we just sticking them in?
I think we're just sticking them in, baby.
Yes. That.
I mean, bartender, do you have some ice? Perhaps we can.
Maybe a
Go ahead
kebab.
and- Yeah, some ice so we can probably numb our ears for this piercing.
Sure.
I've seen the Parrot Trap.
He
That's
gives
how
you
that
a
works.
small glass of ice. Yes, I mean, this is Lady Alana knowing that all elves have their ears pierced, assuming that everybody else does too. So apologies for that. Jab me. You'll be fine. We'll say
Okay.
this. Oh, nobody takes any damage apart from Lucius. As I remember that about 3 hours and 4 minutes ago, Jack dealt threw a dagger at you, and you can take 3 piercing damage.
Got
Does
it.
it pierce his ears?
Yeah.
yeah, the piercing goes a little bit wrong, and he ends up cutting himself a bit more of the.
If you're still here, Jack, I'm sorry. They were at the pre-session. I can never remember them. Can't remember the name of the people in my party by that point.
Now let me go ahead and do what I have to go do. I'll catch you all later. Be safe.
Hello.
You're doing okay, Lucius.
Can I assume that Lucius takes a second earring for Iona?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, that's a great shout. Yeah.
You have been told by the Silent where the new Grand Council chambers are. They are pretty much in the same building, they're just 2 floors lower. And so, well, it's on the screen, you can see what they look like. However, the outside entrance will require climbing up to. I want to give you enough of a description that you can work out where, but I will need both a stealth check and an acrobatics check to get up there silently.
Okay.
Oh.
The self check is 27.
Okay, you only needed a 14, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. And the acrobatics is 23.
Cool. Alright, someone's dice work.
Jesus.
Yeah, up you go. And yeah, as you get there, you see the meeting has just begun, actually. And you see Iona stood slightly in front of a lady you haven't met yet, but an elven female, Deirdre. Standing opposite an orc female, with a shamanic headdress, flanked by 2 male orcs.
Can I? This is the place I'm supposed to stay, or do I have to go to another level
No,
to
you
get
can
to?
hear from here.
I have a landing where I can just like.
Yeah, so if you imagine as looking at the picture, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but it's literally
Yeah.
in these crevices.
Okay, perfect.
So yeah, you can head
Can I
over.
take out my? Can I take a piece of paper and just draw
Mhm.
the 2, the orc woman and the woman that Aeona's sitting
And
next to?
Deirdre, yeah. Well, you'll meet Deirdre soon. And you hear Deirdre say, and so you have agreed to our terms. Deirdre nods, yes. And the device will be delivered to me Deirdre sort of nods. I believe 12 o'clock. A meeting with Connell, do you not? And the orc looks at her. And the other half of the payment? Deirdre nods. And looks over to the side, but underneath you, so you can't see what she's looking at. And soon you see a guard come forward, holding a small orc.
Small orc, you said?
Mm-hmm. Approximately 6 years of age. I see
Can I-
well to your bargain. She takes the chains, holding the orc. Give me an insight check.
That's
13.
13.
You notice that the small orc female resembles the large female orc in some ways. You would assume this to be a sibling or a daughter. The orc reels in the chains, gives him a hug, says something very quietly. Is that your mic, Kira? That's going crazy? Yeah, it is. It was going.
Oh, sorry.
That's right. Yeah, and she gives him a hug, but then she retreats again to arm's length. As agreed, escorted out as a prisoner. I thank you. I'm sure this was not easy to procure. No, it wasn't. The silent don't give up their captives easily. But we persuaded them that this was for the best. And how long will it take for you to relay to your troops? York smiles. They already know. At 12 p.m. tomorrow. Unless I do not receive the device, the orcs will retreat. If, however, I do not receive the device, then my wizard will not send. Will send a message to the orcs, and those that remain in the forests surrounding Garena will come forward, and Garena will fall within the day. Judgment. You will receive the device. And thank you for your cooperation. And for visiting us personally. I would say it's been a pleasure to meet you, but it is not. Nevertheless, you have what you wanted. You know where to meet, Connell? The orc nods. Very well. You may leave. And the orc gestures to her two bodyguards, one who walks in front and one who walks behind. She leads the boy herself. You see Iona glance up at you. And then, as the woman is getting to the door, Iona leaves. Deirdre seems to expect this. Was that what you were?
So Iona just leaves, and leaving Deirdre by herself.
And leaving by the same door as the orc.
I guess I'll just call out to Deirdre.
Okay.
Hello? Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Who's there?
A friend of yours. No, I wouldn't even know that actually. Never mind.
What were you gonna say?
Friend of your son's?
Jaedra's sons. Jaedra is the Grand Council Chamber lady. The orc has left. Jaedra's been left in.
Okay. I'm super confused. I'm
Okay.
super confused. You lost
Right,
me.
who do you think Jaedra's son is?
That was Leovold's mom.
Rivel's mum died yonks ago.
So the one we talked about earlier.
Hmm?
The one we talked about earlier.
Rivel's mum created a nice little pretty grove in
Oh,
Pazutno.
oh, then never mind.
Jaedra's just a Grand Council Chamber member.
Oh, screw that lady then.
Yeah. Okay, I did think it was a bit strange to call out to her.
Yeah,
No,
it's
what's
okay.
strange is that Iona said she was being a bodyguard, but she left with the orc, not
Yeah, she left
stayed with
immediately,
the
yeah.
human, with the elf.
I didn't even get you to give her the message on me either. Can I exit out and see if I can follow where she's going?
That's what I thought you would do. As you get out, give me a perception check.
11.
Okay. Yeah, you see Iona headed quite quickly down towards the mercantile areas of Monolith.
Can I find a position where we'll actually intersect?
You'd have to dash, but yeah, you could get ahead of her.
Okay, I want to do that.
And you get to the bridge where she will be walking across. And you notice that she walks perhaps 6 foot behind the orcish female.
Okay. I want to try and get a little close so I can slip her the gem.
Okay. As she reaches the bridge 6 foot behind the woman, you're standing at the side. You're able to step out quite easily. She catches your eye. Yeah?
Pick this.
Quickly. Alright, okay. Sure. She takes an earring out and she puts it in. Anything else?
No. And I'll walk away and I'll start talking to her from there.
I see. That's convenient. What's up?
What was that all about? I thought you were protecting Jaedra's.
No.
Change of plans?
No. This is what I wanted you to see. I'm protecting the orc.
Really? Interesting.
Lucius, she's the general of all the armies of Karat.
What's her name?
Vola.
Oh, this is rich. Well,
Who's Vola? Apart from the general. Wait, no. Is that Rogue's sister?
yep. One and only.
Oh, I'm to protect her until she leaves Monolith.
Where is she going to?
I'm back to Karat, as far as I know.
No, but what? Is she leaving immediately?
No, she has a meeting with Connell. The Silver Knight. They're to
Okay.
give her a device of some sort.
Yeah.
The algorithm?
Algorithm. Yes. We had a whole thing. We talked to Tia.
The Silent had her son.
I figured that. Well. I'll put you on hold for a second.
She just sort of goes, and what am I holding?
I'm going to message Rook. Actually, I'll broadcast it to everybody,
Yep.
but yeah, Rook, this is mostly for you, but this is for everyone because I believe we all need to be in on this. But at the end of the day, this is your decision. I found your sister and I know where she's going.
What?
And you have a nephew.
A nephew?
Mm-hmm. He's being held by the Silent.
Was.
Yeah, I said was. Right?
Okay. Just clarifying.
What does this mean to me? Why should I care about them?
I'm not sure if you want to meet your sister, but hey, everything that Tia said earlier, maybe you want to meet her. If not, I understand. We can fuck off and go somewhere else. I just thought you should know.
Are you broadcasting this to Iona?
No, I put her on hold for now. She's just sitting there in an empty air.
She's currently listening to elevator music.
Oh god. I don't know what to do.
I do have Iona on hold though. I'm not sure if you want me to click her into this call or not.
Call her in.
I'll click over. Put it in. Iona.
Yes.
So, yes, we're not sure what Rook wants to do. I just let him know that he has family here, and he might want to meet with his sister.
Okay. And you're telling me this... Well... I guess you can tell Rook that his sister is going to be at the Silver Knight Inn until tomorrow morning.
Here you go.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow.
You did a little think on it?
The cameras are gonna fuck off for a second.
Yeah, we'll give this some more thought.
Okay.
What do you mean there's no fucking song in the fucking playlist, you fucking useless piece of fucking shit?
We're on air. We're on air. We don't need this kind of profanity.
Go!
Okay?
Play! Play! Boom! Click! Go! Happy Christmas! Make music! Fucking
That's a large job.
Jesus, what is wrong with it? Go! Cannot look. The queue is full! You just told me there's nothing in it!
What?
Speaking of which, for these message hoops, we need to get better hold music. It's this yelling commoner is ridiculous. It's just I can't.
I think it's an avant-garde performance.
Cannot queue loading a track. The queue is full. Skip. There is no song to play right now.
Is this the leftovers that they continue copying and then decide to put it on this? This is
actually very popular CD that people listen to.
Is this really Leovold? Who gave you these? You need to get something new.
Ah,
I'll give it to you.
Can one of you try pasting that, please? Try
Alright, let's
pasting the
see.
song. It's just fucking misbehaving.
Come here, Mystery Lord. You're being a bad boy.
The hell is that noise?
Yes, it's cool. Hold on.
Is that a cat?
What was that noise?
I don't know. Maybe.
Kind of like it.
No. Doesn't seem to be working at all. Wait, hold on. Yeah, nothing.
He just doesn't like being yelled at.
Yeah, we're going a cappella.
I wasn't yelling at it until it stopped working. Jamal, cue anything you can find.
okay. 1 second.
So we'll just wait for it in the morning. I guess. Iona, thank you.
Wait, I don't know, why are you with her right now?
I'm guarding her.
Guarding her?
Also, I can hear you on this thing? That's cool. Who else is here?
Wait,
Hello.
We're all here.
Oh, that's different.
wait, hold on. Don't change the subject. What do you mean you're guarding her?
I'm guarding her for the silent until she leaves Death in the morning.
Why?
Because without her, the troops don't retreat from Garena.
So she's under... Is she... someone after her?
If anybody knows who she is, then I can imagine so. Part of me wants to kill her myself.
But instead, she's being set up at the inn outside of town.
Yes.
Politics, everyone.
Because we need her to do what she said she will do more than we need her to be dead. Trust me, revenge would be glorious.
Could be. But we find ourselves at an impasse. I'm coming back to Main mission. And I guess I'll
Okay.
dash my way there, get my cardio in.
Yep, you're able to do so. I'll at least play this music for the sake of YouTube. And as you arrive, you see everybody there. You have a council meeting in 15 minutes.
I thought that was the council meeting.
No, you have your own council meeting.
Yes.
Oh, what the hell?
Am I there yet?
Yes, you walked in the gap. You even got a message earring when you arrived.
Perfect.
Since this message earring completely negates my telepathic feet, can I change my feet?
Sure.
Great, thank you.
I mean, it doesn't, because you can speak telepathically to other people.
Yeah, but when would I ever fucking do that?
I don't know. Go take some stats. Anyway, in the meantime, yeah, 15 minutes to your meeting, and you're all present.
So, how is everyone?
Huh?
Sorry, Nibbled.
Sorry?
No, Maverick. I don't know who spoke. Somebody spoke. I didn't hear whatever the person said.
I said, so how is everyone?
Oh, sorry.
It's been a day.
I'll as I come in, I'll take the pictures I drew and I'll give the one of his sister and nephew to Rook. Here you go.
I'll just look at it and then just put it in my pocket.
This way you can at least recognize when you see her. However, put on my little trolley face. Maverick, how was it?
Alamore just flushes and walks to the bar.
Oh, that good, huh?
I'm gonna blush. So, what have you guys been up to?
No. Come. Dish.
I already have. Thank you. We went out to dinner. Had nice conversation. Went to this lovely Marigot hotel. And then I'm gonna get like really close to Lucius's face and fucked all night long.
Well, I'm happy for you. Quite. That means I will move myself out of our once room and find myself.
You don't want to join us?
This is the exact moment at which Alamore returns. He looks at you. What did you say about pinning me down?
What?
You said
Just
something
going
about
to
pinning
grab
me
an
down.
ale, take a drink, and move to a different table.
Wait, what'd you say?
We should probably talk about the god we met at some point.
He wanted to be pinned down, not shared.
Don't worry, you're not getting shared by anyone.
Okay, good.
He was just joking.
I hate to break the mood, but guys, don't we have a meeting?
Yes, we do. I'm sorry.
I guess you guys can fill me in your day later.
Yeah, we don't have time right now.
I'll grab another wine.
Yeah, I feel like I need one as well. Jesus.
Alari, do you want one too?
Have one, thank you.
Oh, perfect.
And you make your way to the Grand Council chambers, in which seated on 6 stone chairs are Symbier, Connell, Erlen, Reyes, Kieto, and Jaedra. As you walk through, a gentleman announces you all. The Ambassador Kenna Sharasso and her companions.
Excuse me. We all have names as well.
He nods. Doesn't say anything. The first to speak is Reyes. Greetings, all of you. Some of you we have made acquaintances with, some not. Please, would you do us the honor of introducing yourselves?
Lucius
My name-
Claudius Pretorius. I'm sorry, Rook. I'm
And
sorry.
I knew I needed to give some direction there. I was like, well, great. Start with Leovold and go around clockwise.
Hello there. The name's Leovold. Leovold Weston.
Weston. This is the elven gentleman that speaks. Actually, you've met Erlen. You've met. No, you wouldn't know which one's which. Okay, an elven gentleman speaks. Of the Western Trading Company?
Yes. Yes, that's correct.
Your father and I have done business. I'm Symbia.
Nice to meet you then.
And you also. I believe, Cow, you're next.
To meet you all, Brother Alari Slade.
The gentleman speaks up from the side. Human. Do you hail from the Genasi lands? Or did you also come from Drathnor Keep?
For a time in Akana, and also in Drathnor Keep.
I see. So you're not privy to recent events there?
It's been a while since I've been home.
Very well. And the same is true for you, Ambassador Shirasa?
We only know bits and pieces.
Us too. I am Kieto. Matt?
Hello, everyone. I am Rook. I am the son of Vola, brother of Vola. You might know my sister. Calls herself the Blood Queen.
I believe she calls herself the Blood Singer, actually.
The Blood Singer, that's what I meant, yeah.
Your brother to the
They're
Blood
not
Singer?
close.
Good.
I just found out she existed about a day ago.
You've met Erlen, but he still looks askance at... Well, be that as it may, I hope you do not resemble her in morality. And you?
Good morning. My name is Lucius.
Pleasure to meet you. It's Deirdre that speaks. And you?
What can I say your full name?
You didn't ask any more of them?
So strange. My name is Maverick Wayfire of Drathnor Keep, head of my house.
Please feel welcome, all of you. I understand you are here on behalf of the Queen Solemn.
Yeah.
You come asking for something, do you not?
A petition for the mercenary armies to be sent. Quite frankly, it's appalling they haven't been sent already.
Get him, girl.
Deirdre speaks first. The mercenary armies should indeed have been sent immediately. Unfortunately, they require coin that the Grand Council did not have access to. Not only this, but at first we believed that the mercenary armies would only fall with Gorena. Though recently we hear rumors otherwise. Symbia speaks. The mercenary armies are not those of just Maladeth to command. We must take this into account. With the state of Lornoth, it is only recently that we have been assigned the power to do so. And by recently, I mean this morning. There was a reason we delayed our meeting with you.
What happened this morning?
We received word from Lornoth. It is not good word. But suffice to say, nobody is in charge right now.
Seems to be the case in many places.
That is why Maladeth has assumed full power and responsibility of the mercenaries.
What happened in Mornoth?
Well, after each of the Grand Council members and their seconds were assassinated, one rose to the top. But he has since been killed.
Same thing happened in Drathnor Keep.
Yes, many of the seconds died there too. However, in Lornoth it was a little easier to work out who was responsible.
Who was?
And?
Well, in simple terms, assassins. In more complex terms, assassins from Jazook.
From Jazook.
So the bird people snuck in.
No. No, we believe Jazook purchased them. However, we know it is Jazook because as soon as Lornoth lost power, an Aarakocra assumed the throne.
Who the heck would listen to a damn bird?
Jesus.
I'm flawed, man. I'm flawed. What am I meant to respond to that? Oh, can somebody give me a line? I haven't got one.
Alright,
Just
easy.
kill the
Rook.
entire party.
Well, be that as it may, it would seem that the people of Jazook are listening to said damn bird. So are the people of Lornoth, because I've lost all track of everything.
Seems like the whole damn world's gone mad then.
There is something, though. The assassins were all changelings.
Oh. Well then.
We're all what, sorry?
The assassins were all changelings.
You really don't like changelings, do you?
Changelings, or those?
No, changelings. Hailing from Akana. Long ago, Akana founded a guild. It was simple enough at first, but contract killers. Changelings have, as you might imagine, a unique advantage where contract killing is concerned.
Maybe just a little, yeah.
However, they have never made political assassinations until now. Their signature is a rose in the mouth of the dead.
Wait, what?
They call themselves the Assassins of the Rose.
That's familiar.
That's who
That is
attacked Drathnor
incredibly.
too.
That is not just familiar.
Yes, they resemble the killings of
100% we've
Drathnor
seen
King,
this already.
which
Yeah.
were of the Lornoth Seconds. Were they not? Amongst others.
So the same people that targeted Drathnor targeted Lornoth.
You keep making the mistake of assuming that the assassinations at Drathnor Keep were targeting Drathnor Keep. Most of the people killed at Drathnor Keep were the seconds of the Lords of Lornoth. The only
Sure.
exception being the children, who were in line for the throne.
Ah. I see. That makes sense, yes. I understand.
So, our hands were tied until today. But, in some ways they are still tied. You must receive a majority vote on the council. You have my vote. That is Jadra. And you have, I believe, the votes of Connell and Ellen. Symbian. The elf looks down. Corona is precious, but the mercenaries are here to protect Maladeth. And it is on the borders of Maladeth that the armies of Luvella and Jazook stand. No.
And at the moment, Maladeth is looking to stand alone.
Be that as it may, better to stand with an army than without. My vote is no. Kirtan looks up. You can see him glance first at Symbia. No.
No.
Jadra looks to Reyes. As per usual, Reyes. Casting vote will fall to you. If you say aye, the mercenaries will travel. If you say nay, they will not. Reyes looks to Lucius. No.
Why not?
Because the mercenaries belong to the Queen. And the Queen is not in Garena. Is she?
Listen, we are going to get the Queen back.
Good. You should do so with the mercenaries. Or perhaps you think that quick and quiet is the best way.
Yes, but the people in Garena need help now.
Then I offer this as a compromise. I will say yes to the mercenaries marching, but they will not engage until the Queen says so.
It's better than nothing.
Understood.
Look, if Garena was to fall, with the Queen not present, we'll lose many, many men.
Okay with sacrificing innocents?
No. But I have not been to Garena. I do not know the state of the war, but I do know that fighting a war on two fronts is most complex.
Suicide, I know.
And you're about to be fighting 1 in 3 of Garena Falls.
You misunderstand me. Garena are in the Bastion underground. They'd be fighting out from the inside, and they'd be fighting against the city walls themselves. The mercenaries would be attacking the city walls themselves. Without somebody to coordinate who knows what goes on inside and communicate with them, we would lose 10 for every man we killed. We would decimate the armies of Maladeth and of Garena simultaneously. The Bastion is holding.
So you just need someone to coordinate on the inside?
Somebody with the authority to do so.
There are good people inside Garena.
And
natural
right now,
leaders.
they are not fighting, they are safe. It is held to a stalemate, the Bastion is closed. Until that changes, I preach we hold. But we should hold with the mercenary armies in range. Jedra looks over. Reyes speaks wisely. Losing the majority of both armies would be... we would all fall.
You're right, sir.
However, the council can only raise 150,000 gold.
Good
And
thing.
the mercenaries cost 500,000.
It's a good thing I know where to get an extra 320,000.
You hear a voice from the back of the room. Excuse me for interrupting. A halfling with a cane walks across. Lucius, you know this halfling. It's rare that I make visits to the Grand Council chambers. You see, everybody on the Grand Council chamber, it looks insulted that somebody's walked in. Except for Jedra, who looks completely calm. I know somebody who could finance the mercenaries entirely. And who could communicate from the inside. And who has the authority to do so. Well, if you look at authority as power. I propose that I go. Cynthia looks over. And who, pray tell, are you? Yes, who am I? You may call me grandfather. Erlen gasps. Get him out of here! You can't have criminals in here. Oh, but you moved the council chamber so conveniently for me. Did you not? Well. You're offering to pay the mercenaries? More! I offer not only to pay the mercenaries, but to help you provide the money from the Merchants Guild. How much did you say, Ambassador Shirasso?
300,000, and I have an additional 20.
You may keep the 20. I suggest that I make the contact with some friends of mine in Salmisar. 300,000 should persuade them to help. Jedrux, but what of the guarding of the... Simic hybrids? There we go. I knew I was going to get there in a minute. What of the guarding of them? It takes not 6,000 drow to man a prison. I can also tell you that the Silverbows are on their way. And that the orcs will stand down in approximately 3 minutes. Deirdre nods. Then I vote aye. Symbier stands up. I also vote aye. Connell, Alan already voted. Kirto looks to Symbier and then I vote yes. Reyes shakes his head. And so we trust the mercenary armies, the armies of Garena, and an army of drow to the grandfather of assassins. Deirdre looks to him. Desperate times. Very well. Well, we have you here, grandfather. And he's gone.
Yep.
Mm.
That's
Oh.
on brand.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure he could have taken charge of the armies without letting you know.
This does bode ill for Maladeth, however.
How so?
The Silent have never interfered with... Well, the Silent have always interfered with politics, however, never one nation over another.
I was just thinking that.
If the Silent chose to take a side, politicians would fall left, right and centre. They have people positioned in every castle, in every kingdom of Eldessa. Why now?
I'm not sure.
Jayadra Tamsin. Because they took one of our own. The Silent have always been in Halgania, first and foremost. And Queen Celine, well, that was a blow none took easily. But also, well, it is no secret that I sit on the seat of the Silent as well. I may reveal this, I'm sure the grandfather will not mind. They have one of his own.
They do.
They do.
Wouldn't he be breaking his own code?
Which is?
Never mind.
And he hoped to catch you out. When I say one of his own, his daughter. She may... No. Some secrets are best kept.
I agree.
There is a reason they have her. She looks pointedly at Lucius. Let's just say she is one of 3. And then she turns her head away. Well, I believe that is the meeting concluded. Ambassador Shirasso, are you willing to submit the 300,000 gold you promised?
Obviously.
Even though it is for an army of drow?
Army of Drow or not, Full of Garena need help.
Very well. Then we shall see it done. You may leave. Unless there is anything else you wish to bring before the council.
Today,
Today?
not today.
Oh! Okay, sorry, I was waiting for the other half of the sentence. Very well. I shall take my leave, and Jaedra walks out to the side. You may leave.
And I'll turn and start to walk out. But I'll use the message gem and do a one-on-one with Iona. Hey, you there?
Yeah.
You think it's possible to get me to talk to the grandfather anytime soon?
Not up to me. I don't speak to him either. Need to go to Kavan.
Okay. Alright.
But Lucius, as you're walking, Jaedra slows to walk near you. The daughter of the Queen. Before Solemn. And she keeps walking. And I think we'll end there. Very well.
Well, that was a bit of a bombshell.
Perhaps. MVPs. I'd like to give a small MVP for Duckington for starting working again for some odd reason. Fucked hard.
Yeah, I just plugged the thing in and somehow it worked.
And I shall come first to Cal.
My MVP goes to the continued adventures of Maverick and his boyfriend getting it in the background.
Oh yeah.
All right. Like the idea that apparently they literally can't take a shower together without just doing the business, I guess.
It seems
Pretty much.
It seems on brand. Alamor is a wild man. Oops, she's whispering at us again. Alora.
I mean, the MVPs have got to be our new players, Jamusius and Shaniqua.
Lucius and Shaniqua. Oh dear. Don't. The problem with Drathnor Keep is that the names stick. Right? Ang became Ang so hard that we forgot who Ang ever was before that. And I'm sure that the name Kaelin will evaporate at some point. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go to our campaign notes right now. And I'm going to write...
I've already put it in the names.
Wait, Ang. Why does Ang remind me of... what was it?
Ang is from Avatar. That is how he got the name. Because he was fire, water, earth, and air, they called him Ang. And then I never managed to find his original name because they'd said Ang so many times I couldn't find it. Matt.
Shit.
This goes back to last episode as well, but the fact that while we are busy killing a minotaur, all of us are going absolutely insanely pissed and mad over everything, and having a whole sit down with a god, while Maverick is just out on a date.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of amazing.
All right.
Jamal.
Mine's a two-parter. First one, I have to second fucking Shaniqua and Jamusius.
Yeah.
And by extension as well, it's just the forgetting Maverick and Maldranic and just all of the naming shit just coming back in full force again. And what was the other
You
one?
go off and run.
Citted.
You go off and run 6 fucking campaigns and keep your fucking names together,
Citted
right,
as
prick?
well. Citted.
Shut up. Never happened.
It's okay, I know you're struggling. And the other one that I've got is you're leaving. No, we're not. Somehow
Yeah, you are.
finds themselves fucking leaving and they don't even know how. It's like, yep, you're leaving. Bye.
Yep. A simple power of suggestion. I just want to spoilerish something here. You left because he said so. You didn't walk into the forest because he said so. That was an unbidden calling that came to you. Yeah, so he didn't suggest that you went and sought here. Yeah, just wanted to make that clear because I thought about it as I was watching it, as I was thinking about it. Josh.
Fuck. I have 2 and I forgot one of them.
Oh, that's good. Well, let's have the other one then.
One of them was the interaction between Lucius and Rook. That was really nice to see.
I was only mad because it was all true. Who knows? We'll come back to you if you remember. Kira?
So when I started this campaign, I kind of didn't have like any reason for, not to say reason for Lucius, but Lucius didn't really have any direction. Then I decided to, give him some direction in terms of, him having an unrequited love thing. And then I thought like, okay, we had the ball, and it's like, okay, he wants power. But then like he went to Reyes and he saw that place. He's like, oh wow, that's nice. Where like, he's gone through all that. Like it's kind of like a return for him, where he started in nature, then moved to the city, then became some nobleman, and now he went back to nature again. It's like, okay, I kind of found my way back home. And now the rest of this shit is annoying as fuck.
Did you like?
So he's just mad.
Did you like the Eladrin explanation?
Yes, I do like that. So we can make Louvain be his uncle. Can't make that canon.
Good old Uncle Louvain.
Uncle Louvain. Yeah, no, I like the Eladrin explanation because that also gives me a possible another direction for him that I didn't think about, but then I was kind of like edging to when I got the book from the Drow guy. Because Lucius was liking what was in the book a little bit. He was like, he's just like not liking, but he's enthralled by it.
Yeah.
So that's also something.
He may attempt to join the Shadow Veil, but I will kill him. Well, I have one simple MVP. Why would anybody listen to a bird?
That was great.
The singular best line of any campaign ever. Aarakocra is in position. Why would anybody listen to a bird? Like, bam! I was just like, well, shit. My entire speech just went up my head.
God.
No idea what I was going to say. By any chance was that your missing one, Josh?
Yeah. So my other one was finding out that Kenna's granddad is Avatar.
Ah, yes.
True.
Yes. True.
Yeah,
Well,
and she's Korra.
Hints were given.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's gonna be Korra later on.
Yeah.
Whoever the fuck Korra is. On that note, I ain't never seen that shit.
She's the Avatar. You gotta deal with it.
Okay.
Just ignore book 2 and you're good.
Oh, they're books?
That's what they call the chapters. They're not books.
I would have read them if they were books. Okay. And we shall go and... Oh, where should we go? Oh, so many choices. Kenna, roll a d4.
I put my dice away.
Lucius, roll a d4.
Alright, gotcha.
1 is Blue Assegai, 2 is Asgard's D&D Adventures, 3 is Zed Clay, and 4 is Salty Techford.
We both
1.
rolled a 1.
1. Okay, cool. We're going to raid Blue Assegai. He is the man with the most peaceful voice in history. If you're on your way to bed, drop a follow and have a listen in, honestly. He's playing Dark Souls 3. And trust me when I tell you, he will be chill as fuck.
In Dark Souls 3?
This man is chill in the middle of Apex. He has no other mode but absolute relaxation. Such a cool guy.
Impressive.
So please come and show him some love. And that goes for me to say thank you very much to my players. Thank you to Jack for the resub. And we shall see you all soon. Oh, also, is next week or the 28th? No. Never mind. We'll be here next week. See you next week. If you guys would like to say goodbye.
Bye.
Catch you next
Bye.
session.
Bye.
Sweet dreams.
Okay, dreams.